And we are live. Yes, we are back in the studio. You know who we are. You know what we're here to do. Joining us in studio is a good friend of mine. I just did his new podcast, and we're happy to have him on. He is a jiu-jitsu master. Please welcome Jamie Kilstein, everybody.
Hey, everybody. Thank you for having me. Please remember that I'm good at jiu-jitsu when I don't know, like, fuck all about other sports.
That's fine, dude.
I feel like that's why I did jiu-jitsu, because I was just, like, such a nerd in high school, like, with other sports, that I'm like, I can fuck up the other athletes.
I feel like nerds have gotten into jiu-jitsu in the last decade.
Dude, I started taking it.
Yeah, it's our go-to.
Like, they're like, oh, okay, yeah, there's science behind this.
Yep. Yeah.
Guess who's coaching me?
I
Scott
know.
Ross.
I know. Speaking of nerds.
I love it.
I saw that.
He tries to be funny in his class, and he bombs horribly. And then he just films. He literally comes over and just films dudes choking me out. He's such a piece of shit.
He's wanted those videos for a long, long time.
Jamie, do you have any gigs coming up?
No, sir. I'm doing Edinburgh in August.
That's
You'll
great.
be choking out nerds every Wednesday.
You can see me choking out nerds every Wednesday through Friday. No, not yet. I'm just like, any stage time I can get, I'm fucking jumping on.
You did great last night at the new dojo.
Dude, good on you for making that space. It's going to be fucking...
I'm trying, dude. It's my gift to comedians. I love comics, and we need more stage time. And, it's like my favorite place is a Comedy Store, and it's all murderers right now. So it's like, unless you're famous, it's hard to get up there now. And there's nothing wrong with that, because that place has to be popping or else they'll knock it down.
Yeah.
So it's got to be packed like a fucking, a Miami nightclub in 1985 when everyone's coked out of their skulls and it's fucking, people out the door.
Insane.
You have to.
Dude, I've never seen a fucking comedy club like that. The first time I showed up, like, you show up to clubs in New York and it's just like fucking urchins and just sad comics in the back. And I showed up at the Comedy Store for the first time and I was like, is this where hot people go?
Yeah.
Like, there are so many hot people at a comedy club. And
At the store?
It's like like a fucking scene. It was wild.
Dude, my favorite thing is, friend of show, guy I love with all my heart, Chris D'Elia. Man, he's killing it. But there was a kind of a short time where he was like on it. He had his own show.
Yeah.
He had his second show on NBC, and his Zenith is big now. You put him on any show, it's gonna pack. But
Sure.
he I don't know why, it was just a special thing, and girls were going. I mean, he would go up on stage, get done, and he'd run to the patio, and women would present themselves.
Jesus.
Like the only time it's ever happened to me is when I went to the fucking bunny ranch in Nevada, where the hookers would all stand and then you'd get to pick them out. I'd take a little bit of that, a little bit of that, right?
And that's just his normal life.
That's
at a
his
comedy
normal
club.
life, and he's like, "Who shall get the royal cock today?"
Yeah, I was watching my show. My friend do a spot in the original room, and I've never met Chris. And he walked in, and this girl just walked by, and he goes, "Hey, I'm Chris," and I was just like, "Are you the coolest guy in the world?"
The coolest guy.
I just shut down. I was like, I just want to watch this.
He's cool, and Chris D'Elia too gets all of his leftovers. T-Bo, where are you?
Pistolia. I call him Pistolia.
Where are you gonna be?
He's got a guy that looks just like him.
Is that like Is he like the Gallagher too of just like?
Yeah,
road
100%.
racing?
100%.
It's
I love
really
it.
weird, actually.
It is weird. It is weird because he looks exactly like him.
And then he started hanging out there, and he kind of got his hair like him, and then he starts wearing the same shoes, and then they started hanging out together. Then it's weird. I'm like, if they touch fingers, a black hole opens up and shit.
How much would gay dudes' dicks explode if there was a video of Chris D'Elia and Pistolia doing Chinese handcuffs?
And another Chris D'Elia.
I don't even know.
Where are you gonna be, good buddy?
I'll be at Helium Comedy Club in St. Louis all weekend, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. This week with Steve
go big or
Renazizi.
go home.
So if you guys are in the Midwest, come on down and say what's up. I think a lot of the shows are sold up. I think 2 of them are not yet. So come see me and Renazizi. And my new podcast, 92.7 The Pod. The new one's coming out. And we just recorded with, guess who's in it? Aaron's in the new one.
Yep.
And
Aaron, how many podcasts
so
are you
Renazizi.
doing, you fucking pod whore?
Sorry. Where are you going to be?
Oh, you forgot your line, didn't you?
I missed it. Sorry, I was
no
distracted.
problem. I will be at Helium Comedy Club in Missouri.
Go Cards.
No, I didn't say it.
I don't give a shit.
Okay, I'll be in St. Louis, yeah. So come check that out, and that's all that matters right now. Next
That's
week I'll
great.
plug other shit.
Young Christian Warriors today. Where am I? Tomorrow I'm doing the Comedy Chaos live in the main room. It's during the X-Biz Awards, so porn stars galore will be there.
What has comedy turned into? Why did I fucking miss? I'm a supposed predator, and I've missed all of this.
Yeah, dude, you've missed the fun, bro. You missed the fun,
Jesus.
dude. You've been,
I was just hanging
you
out
were
at,
soy boying it with the fucking nerds, but we're all here and fucking like, dude, no.
You know where there are no porn stars? At like a Noam Chomsky book signing.
I'll go to Noam Chomsky, but let me tell you, those chicks are cool there too.
I know.
Porn stars are interesting because like everybody wants to like hit it, but it's like they're crazy people.
Right.
They're wild animals, and it's like they're the hottest wild animals you've ever seen. But they play by no rules.
No, yeah,
they play by no rules.
I closed out at the Ice House the other day, and they were like, "Hey, Ron Jeremy's gonna do some time before you," and I was like, "Oh, weird. There's a comic also named Ron Jeremy," and they were like, "Nope, porn star Ron Jeremy," and I was like, "Word." And Ron, have you ever seen him do stand up?
Oh yeah.
He gets up and he does like those like.
Did he play the harmonica? He likes to play the harmonica.
He did not play the harmonica. The only other time I've seen him was he was at those tapings of The Green Room, that like show I did, and he fell asleep in the audience. And I forget if it was like Burr or like somebody, where they were literally in the middle of like doing their fucking set, and they looked and they're like, "Is that Ron?" Like, what a surreal fucking thing to be taping a TV show.
That's
like,
so
Is that
rude,
Ron
dude.
Jeremy asleep on a pillar in the back? And
I
it
didn't
was.
fall asleep while you were fucking. Why are you falling asleep while I'm talking? And then next week I will be at the L.A. Comedy Club in Las Vegas. I'm doing the whole week, and then on top of that, I'm doing a naughty show on Thursday, January 25th. Right now at Penthouse, Brett Rossi, Christiana Sin, and Richard Hunter from Phone Booth Fighting. He's gonna come down and do some time. I got a couple other feelers out, so we're just gonna pack it with murderers, and it should be fun. So,
Where's
guys,
that? You didn't say where
the
that
LA
was.
Comedy Club in the
The naughty
Stratosphere.
show? Oh, that's the naughty show.
I'm doing a naughty show in Vegas during AVM weekend. And then I'm going to try to convince these fucking knuckleheads to start letting me do a monthly out there, like once a month. I'd like to do that.
That'd be great.
And that, it's just like I want to do late shows. Like Tinfoil Hat's been blowing up, and I want to do I want to tour, me, Eddie Bravo, and whatever crazy-ass people. And we do some conspiracy theory
Oh, and
comedy.
you guys fucking train on the road too. You can do like what Maynard did when he like brought like a coach around. And
That's
stuff,
cool,
right? Like you and Eddie just find like mats and just train. And
Yeah,
then
Listen, again, I go back. I'm going to 10th Planet in Burbank, but they don't have a beginner's class, so I'm like jumping into moves I can't do yet.
Yeah, it's tricky, man. That happened to me, like, because I started at I started doing like MMA, but then when I started getting into jiu-jitsu, I went to Marcelo Garcia's, was like the first place I ever trained. And like when I was doing MMA, I assumed I was like a blue belt or like advanced, because we had no fucking idea. And you walk into Marcelo's, and I remember I walked into Marcelo's and was just like, you know what, I'm going to be like really humble and like start again as like a white belt. And within 5 minutes, I'm getting fucked up so bad. I'm like, I'm a white belt. Jesus Christ, I'm a fucking white belt. Like, they will just murder you. But trial by fire, dude, you're also going to like, if you can survive in those advanced classes, like it's gonna suck for a lot longer. But then your learning curve is good.
The last thing you want to do is like go into a class like that and be like, no, I actually have a background in this.
No, yeah.
They're like, oh, okay, cool.
This guy's got a black belt in Taekwondo.
Yeah,
they're like, okay, cool. But you don't want to go anywhere and say that shit.
No.
You don't want to go into like.
I'm gonna say that everywhere you go.
No,
Black belt Taekwondo.
You don't want to go in like. You don't want to say something stupid like that. Walking into like Black Zillions or fucking, 10th Planet or whatever. And they're like, oh, dope, come here.
Yeah, when someone comes in
Next
and
thing you know, you're like,
when someone comes in and they're like, I've done 10 years of Krav Maga, I'm just like, I'm going to fucking fuck you up.
Why does everyone hate Krav? Why is Krav Maga like the...
It's just, dude, Krav Maga is a tough art to learn.
I get that, but when people say Krav Maga, jiu-jitsu, and everybody else is like,
yuck. Here's why.
Yuck.
Does he cheat, right?
Well, no, it's not even that.
They'll fish hook your butthole.
No, you have to. Well, there's that. Hashtag me too. You have to spar shit, and so when you have
I know. I don't need the visual. I get it. bro.
The classic IDF
Sam thought
tactics.
That was a question. No, I'm talking about this. I'm talking about that move.
You take a finger.
I know, bro.
And you put it in a butt, and then you curve it, and then you pull them by the finger in the butt.
See, that's what they call it, the fish hook. You see what I was doing there? I got you, bro.
So here's why. This is like my one preachy sports thing. Is you have to be able to spar shit. That's how you learn, right? It would be like if someone told you they did stand-up, but they only did it in their bathroom mirror for like 10 years, right? It's like you got to get booed. You got to have shit thrown at you. You have to like...
I call that Thursday night.
Thursday night. So when... what was funny is you were doing fine last night, and after every joke, they would laugh, and you'd be like, not for you guys. And they were like, we liked it. Why do you hate yourself so much?
I don't know. I got nothing. And then it's like I'm at this weird age right now where it's like you're 40-something. There's a bunch of 20-year-old chicks, and you just know if this was like 10 years older, 10 years earlier, you would be destroying all of them, just eating butts and just getting weird. And now
Fish hooking twats.
Fish hooking twats.
Fish hooking butts. And it's just like, now it's just like you got to get the one with the crazy eyes, which is the Italian chick that went, who just had that weird, like, Cher from Moonstruck haircut. Did you see that? She totally had
She was very worked out.
Yeah, she was crazy, though.
Yeah.
But she's hot with big teeth, dude, and that's what I'm into.
Yeah.
Little big teeth. Am I right, buddy?
I don't know what's happened to you today.
Stanhope used to have that fucking bit that's so accurate where you have to look for the hot girl with the incredible deformity or flaw. Like when he was talking about like the girl who got like her arm bitten off by a shark. It's like that will make you self-conscious enough to maybe fuck me.
Ari said he's ready.
Oh, well, the prince is here.
Oh, I can't talk about Krav Maga anymore now that Ari's here.
Well,
Oh, absolutely you
fuck
can.
him, dude. Go hard in the paint on him. Hey, dude, how about you don't forget the fucking audio cable?
How about your fucking face is the audio cable?
Hey, dog, I'll fish hook your butthole.
St. Louis. Go
Did-
Cards. Let's do less of that and more butthole. Guys, welcome a fucking Jew.
Hello everybody. I'm laying down. I don't have a shirt on.
Dude, what a great week, dude. I gotta be honest with you. I'm so excited to talk to Ari. I'm so excited.
I
Ari,
haven't talked to him in a while.
I'm so excited to talk to you, dude. What the fuck happened to you on Twitter, dude?
Oh, right.
That's so funny. If you guys don't know, our good friend Ari Shaffir, very cool cat, mediocre comic, but really good guy.
There it is.
Fucking got banned from Twitter for threatening Bert Kreischer's family with murder and fire, I think it was.
It was, let me see. I think I said he has my records. What?
What caused you to go? Did you lose a bet or something?
No, we were coming back from fucking Georgia together, and he had a hard top case, and I had these records I bought, these vinyls, so I didn't want to fucking bring them back in my hand, so I was like, put them in your bag. And so he was like, yeah, sure, okay, because we're both going back to New York together. And then I forgot to get him when we got off the plane. So I was like, and then he posted something about Black Mirror, so I was like, oh yeah, I saw that episode. Hey, where's my records? And he was like, I'm enjoying them. And I was like, and I wrote back, give him my fucking records, I'll kill you. If I don't get my mom's Mabley and my cars, those are the two records I had, I'm going to home invade your family.
That's all you did?
Yeah.
That's nothing, really.
I mean, if it was a legit threat, maybe, but like...
There's way worse. The president tweets worse things than that every day. I didn't think, I mean, you didn't drop, I'm like, did he drop the N-bomb? Did he fucking do some, that really, do you think that was that bad?
No, I mean, Ari said way worse.
That's what I'm saying. I can't believe they banned your, did he report you as a goof?
No, he didn't. Somebody else might have, I don't know. I mean, I know I've been like banned for a week before, but then I didn't get notification this time. Usually I get an email saying, hey, you've been banned.
Yeah, you disappeared, dude. I couldn't tag you. I couldn't see like user like temporarily disabled.
So many likes on Instagram talking about it.
So I went in there and I appealed it. You know, do fucking appeal, and I was like, "Hey, I'm joking. I'm a professional comedian. My friend Bert Kreischer at Bert Kreischer, who I also was tweeting to, is also a professional stand-up comedian."
Question.
Yeah.
What is the appeal court look like at Twitter? Is it like that scene from Batman where the fucking peasants take over?
What's the appellate system?
And they're trying all the fucking rich famous people. Is it Scarecrow Man? Are you talking to Scarecrow?
It's a jury of my peers.
Okay. This is my question. Who are the peers on the fucking...
Amy Schumer. Okay. It's fucking...
3 of them have
Big J.
No. It's got to be It's got to be Owen Benjamin because I think he's been banned a couple times.
Yeah.
Who is Ari's peers? Do you think, Jason?
It's mostly the chlamydia hotline and
The chlamydia hotline. I love it. So, how long are you banned?
well, so I was like, hey, please just reinstate my account. I'm just joking. It's a joke. It's exaggeration. It's a tool. Exaggeration.
He's my
is a tool
friend.
that comedians use.
Did you
in order
tell
to
him?
find-
Did you tell him what records they stole? Because that might have helped.
I did not. That might have helped. So here's the response I got back. It's the same as I got back the first time. I appealed it twice now. Hello. After investigating your appeal, we have determined that your account posted content that was threatening and/or promoting violence
Whoa.
in violation of the Twitter terms of service. Accordingly, your account has been suspended and will not be restored.
Ever?
Ever.
What?
No way.
Can Bert write in and be like, here are pictures of us together. We're friends. He doesn't want to kill my family.
Dude, send them the receipt for all your expenses on that trip and be like, who kills a guy you just dropped 20 grand on a football game for?
It's so fucking annoying.
Ari.
Yes, Thibault question.
Thank you. Big time, first time, long time, no time. Here's what I'm saying. They're saying that was threatening. Literally, the president is threatening nuclear war on Twitter that would wipe out half of the planet Earth.
It's
No
nuts.
problem there. You can't be like, give me my records or I'm going to fucking slap you in the face. Whoa, let's get rid of this Jew.
You know what I think?
I
it
mean,
is?
I
think
was
it's-
cool. Get rid of the Jew part, but
The rest,
I think-
everything before that.
I think because I'm not verified, they take that to mean like
you're not important.
That you have a
Yeah.
lot of bot fans?
what?
That you have a lot of bot followers, they think, or something? Because you're not verified?
Or it's just like you don't matter. We're not going to actually look into it because
You
you're
have
not
like
verified.
100,000 followers.
183.
Hey, dude, I mean, I
Thousand.
tend to find the positive in all this, and like finally, I have more Twitter followers than fucking Ari.
Me
which
too.
is great.
Me
Which
too.
is great. I'm so
I
excited.
also have 183 followers.
Hey, Ari, if you need me to tweet about any of your gigs, let me know. I'll put a tweet out to all my followers.
I won't. I won't.
Also, this Skype shot looks like you're in a tiny room, and like that's where I picture they send people who are banned from Twitter. Like
Oh,
they
that's
give you
great.
that robe and they put you in that room.
No, those are all the kids that Ari's killed to make his career with Pizzagate. That's who
Ari,
that is.
Ari, are you wearing your belt?
I am. Well, yeah. I mean, I just put
Show
one on.
Jamie your belt. Jamie Kilstein's in here. He's a good friend of ours. He's in. He wants to see your belt. Here's your
Here
belt.
it
There
is.
it is. There's the belt. There's the belt.
What?
Jamie, what's your
What?
first
Look at his-
opinion? What's your first opinion of
Look
his?
at his pubes, dude.
See, he's trying to say he's only 6 inches, and I'm like, dude, that looks way bigger. So you're a shower, not a grower,
Yeah.
Ari.
His pubes are
No, I'm a
so
forward. Look,
stupid.
that's not 6 inches, bro.
I
That's a
know,
fucking
but
fingerling.
yeah, I'm 6
Yeah, you got
inches
a
on my
finger.
tippy toes. Okay, but you.
So
What's
my-
wrong with your
Fucking-
pubes, dude? His pubes look like a bath mat that's been like mashed out.
Fucking poor Aziz, if he was watching this right now, can just be like, you can show your dick and not get in trouble?
Ari, are you comforting Aziz right now? Are you talking to him?
I don't think he did anything
What a
wrong from what I
dumb that
understand.
was. What a dumb-
I don't. Hey, dude, this is my opinion on it. I don't know what he did wrong. I just refuse to defend him because he doesn't treat people nice. End of discussion.
I saw you on Twitter. I was just
don't
like,
give a fuck,
I was
dude.
like, Aziz being a dick to comics made Tripoli a feminist.
Yeah,
It was
no,
hilarious.
not even, dude. What she's saying is nuts and bullshit. But let him defend himself. I mean, he literally. There's stories of this dude kicking out local comics out of green rooms at festivals.
Really?
Like just fucking being a dick to people, dude. I
He's
hope
a
he.
dick for sure, but this has nothing to do with it.
Well, that's that. We all can deal it our way.
I think this is a nice one because it's gonna mean like it'll be like sort of a backlash towards us. This way,
There,
you know?
yeah, there is. Like, I'm starting to even see people like in my like old left be like, this is getting fucking retarded. This is getting insane.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
It goes
Yeah,
back.
this one was so crazy because it was like she gave him verbal and nonverbal cues that she wanted to stop, and then it was like, yeah, but also in between there, she had his dick in her mouth, like
Yeah.
Well, and he also
that
stopped
might
when
be a
the
signal.
He also went down on her. It's like, I get if I'm like forcefully like trying to like finger you
call
or
that
get
Friday?
on top of you and like like don't put it in me and I still do whatever.
This
I
is
get
very,
that
very
thing.
detailed.
When you're eating
These
somebody
boys-
out,
Then I'm just going. I go, you like that?
but there's a lot of
baby?"
things you can forcefully do. Eating somebody out is like a hard thing to call me 3 hours later and say I didn't appreciate that.
Yeah.
Yeah, there are a lot of like body mechanics to like work with to force that to like.
Right.
happen.
It is what has happened in this country in that women have all the say, men have none, and we just got to go along with it because once again, women create the rules of society. In California, we've talked about before, there is a law that says if women have more than 2 drinks, they can legally say they were too intoxicated for consent.
Is that a fucking law?
Yeah, it's a fucking law because no politician's going, whoa, I have sons, and this is setting them up for fucking trouble.
Yeah.
I think there should be a thing where it's like, look,
I'm going to go walk the dog.
I had too much to drink last night, and this uglier woman allowed me to hook up with her when she knows goddamn well I would not have hooked up with her had I not had 5 Jack and Cokes.
Yeah.
There's no way I would have. I should be able to call her the next day and be like, shame on you.
I am going to.
Shame on you.
I'm going to babe.com to report this incident.
I'm going to write an article about you on Facebook. Hey, Ginny Ruckle allowed me to get drunk and hook up with her, and she knows she's too fat for me, and she knows I never would hook up with her if I was sober. Shame on you, Ginny.
For me.
Shame on you.
Shame on you, Ginny.
I mean, it's similar to that in a way, and I get, but it's like, I
Well,
don't know, man.
I think the creepiest thing is like I think I would have, if you get rejected, like he stopped every time she said stop, and like he like had her like they put their clothes back on and stuff, and then he fucking went for it again because it seems like like people who go back to his apartment want to fuck him, and he probably has his like one night stand like routine down. But like I would have probably like given up and called that cab a little earlier. But the fact that he is now on a list with like Harvey Weinstein, that's what's so fucked up is the bar has moved so much.
I don't think it really is, though. I don't think he really is. I think it was a quick thing. Some people made comments like, hey, fuck him. And then it's like, it's kind of like, remember when Star Wars in 2001 came out, or 2000 came out?
Yeah.
I'm listening.
For like a few days, people were like, that was great. Star Wars again.
And then Matrix
like,
came out the next day.
And then, then after about a week, before the Matrix even came out, people were like,
Wait
was
a
it
second.
good, though?
Yeah.
I mean, really, the only good scene was Yoda sword fighting.
Yeah.
That's really good. And then
Yeah.
it started to like, reason took over, and people were like, actually, you know what? That was pretty shitty. I think with this, it was like immediately that day, people were like, yeah, fuck Aziz. And then after like a day or two, people were like, you know what? This isn't even a bad thing.
It's almost like getting to this thing where it's like, and you know how catty it is at the Comedy Store, and everybody gossips about, like, anybody that gets laid by anybody at the Comedy Store, within a week, everybody that hangs out there knows about it. This is kind of like what it's becoming in America and the world. Like, you find out, ooh, Aziz Ansari was with a girl last night, and she kind of didn't want it, but she kind of did, and then he had to get her a cab. Now it's becoming gossipy things. Like, people are just spilling everybody's news on the internet.
Yeah, which, by the way, is fucking insulting to, like, women who actually were assaulted, right? Like, when you're, like, hashtagging Me Too about, like, your rape, and then someone goes, yeah, just like Aziz, and you read that.
And you're like, wait a minute, no, that really wasn't rape. That was a girl that kind of was into it and then kind of wasn't, and then had a big mouth.
And then bailed. Yeah.
I mean, he sounded like he was almost somewhat gentlemanly. But again, I wasn't there. I don't know what happened.
It was like she got his number when she was on a date with another dude.
Oh, I saw that.
Strike one.
I'm glad you pointed that out, yeah.
Strike one.
You're a jerk.
Already says the kind of person that you are. At least have enough class. If that guy wasn't a celebrity, you wouldn't have gone out of your way to get his number. If he was just Aziz Ansari, the waiter, you would have been like, I'm on a date right now. I'm not giving you my number, you Puerto Rican or whatever you are.
Yeah, and I don't even know if this happened. By the way, this might not even happen. It's such a
I wasn't there. I don't know what happened. I don't know either of these two people. I don't know Aziz.
There's not even an accuser. I mean, I could say Babe just like making this up, just writing it.
Yeah, there was
based like a rumor of someone else.
There's well, and that's the thing is you don't need confirmation anymore. And then once it's out there, you're just
like unnamed or like I heard this. It's like it's fine. It's like the Gawker articles. You don't really need confirmation at all. So like they might have even made it up, but in the long run, it'll help their publication. So it's not going to hurt them to have people. Oh, this is ridiculous. It's going to people go now they know Babe is a fucking blog.
Oh, dude, Ari, in that fucking Jezebel article about me, when it said he referred to the one night stand as like a road fuck or whatever, literally in parentheses in the article, Jezebel wrote, Jezebel could not find this quote. And it's like, how the fuck are you allowed to legally just like throw shit out there and then be like, by the way, it may not be true?
Jesus. It's crazy. It's crazy. But I think this Aziz thing, it's so ridiculous, and it might actually help free Louis, and sort of like turn the clock back and maybe make it more like, hey, babe, and magazines like that, like, you guys need to be a little more responsible. If you want the discussion to keep going as is, which is like sexual harassment at work, rape, things like that, you're doing them a disservice, and stop doing that. Maybe it'll like shift it back that way, so we can actually get to like people we really want to rid ourselves of.
Are you a little upset
I
that
agree,
this story?
I agree with that.
Are you a little bummed out that this story came out and like you being banned from Twitter isn't the biggest controversy that happened this week in comedy?
Great question. Great question.
Yeah, maybe.
Fucking Aziz.
Yeah, it's like when remember when Farrah Fawcett died, and then 10 minutes later Michael Jackson died. You're like, damn, girl, you just got your
She got
fucking. You got fucked.
Yeah, you had a good 10 minutes there, bitch.
You're like Farrah Fawcett. Michael Jackson's dead. I didn't hear what you said before that, but Michael Jackson died.
Somebody should tell Farrah Fawcett.
Farrah Fawcett. Someone get Farrah Fawcett on the phone. She's got to hear about this.
Her own family is like, Phil, what? Michael's dead?
Exactly. Her whole.
He's the king of pop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was in Westwood when Michael Jackson died. I was going through Westwood is when I was printing shirts, so I go through there to go to Hollywood to get home. And when I'm going through there, so I'd like taking the bus. You couldn't get out of Westwood because the helicopter was. I literally saw the helicopter with his body land at UCLA Medical Center.
Really?
And there's like 70 helicopters. So it's the one helicopter carrying his body lands at Westwood, and 80 other helicopters circling, trying to get like I didn't see his body, but I literally was right there. And you couldn't get in or out of Westwood.
Did you go, it's black?
So
it's black.
But it's all fucking, everyone was just driving their cars around playing like loud Michael Jackson. It was the craziest day. It was like an impromptu parade.
Jesus, there's like a sad hot air balloon with Farrah Fawcett's body because that's all they had left at the hangar.
Yeah.
No, it's like a fucking
ice
one of
cream
those
truck.
at dinner rods
Bam,
where
bam.
they have a bunch of dogs pulling a sled, and she's just like,
Feel the rhythm, feel the rhyme.
So about Michael Jackson, Dana has a friend. You know they were gonna have the memorial at the Staples Center, and then they were gonna have a side memorial at the Nokia Theater. And Dana's friend just joins the lottery that the world was in. The world could join this lottery to see who can go to the memorial.
Holy shit.
Dana's friend gets picked.
Whoa.
And she's like,
Really?
"Yeah, I'm in Maryland. I can't go. Do you want to go?" And we're like, yeah."
Yeah.
So we get the things. Like, this is how cool it was. Like, 3 days before, I already put my I had it on. I was so excited. Well, I get called to do what I call literally a top 3 worst gig of my life in terms of just a situation. It was called the Liquid Zoo in Long Beach. And I walk in, dude. It is the most hood show I've ever done in my life. I mean, dude, I'm like, oh, fuck, this is ghetto, dude. This is ghetto.
You should have showed them your Michael Jackson bracelet.
No, I'll get into that, dude. So I walk in, and I'm like, is there even security there? I go, where's security? They go, in the back. I go to walk. Security is rolling blunts and joints before it was legal. I mean, just rolling. I'm like, oh, we're in trouble. So I'm talking to comic, and he goes, dude, what's on your arm? I go, oh, man, I won. This is a pass to go to Michael Jackson's memorial. He goes, dude, do not let fucking anybody.
No shit.
Hear.
You know what's gonna happen?
Fucking have that.
A black
Willy Wonka's golden ticket.
Yeah.
a black guy is gonna walk into the Michael Jackson's funeral with a white arm from like the elbow down. Hey man, here's my bracelet, dog.
It has a comedy show bracelet and the Michael Jackson bracelet.
So I go up and I just watch the worst of ethnic comedy. Literally every comic went up, like, no matter what they were, like, Mexicans eat pussy like this. And then the next guy went up and be like, black guys eat pussy like this. And I was like, oh, this is horrible.
Wait. You're burying the lead. How do Mexicans eat pussy?
They go, hey, they throw a little fucking tequila on it.
Tapatio.
Thank you very much.
And juicy fucking pussy like, oh, am I doing okay? I feel so guilty about this. Can I appropriate your land? Anyways.
That is how we eat pussy.
That's what I need.
Ari, what are you doing right now? Are you writing the Twitter?
Rolling a joint. We know he's not on Twitter.
I
Are you rolling a joint?
No, I was on my phone.
You were on your phone.
All right, get off your phone,
You
Ari.
were on your fucking phone.
to do that. I was wrong to do that.
Ari's never on his phone, but now he's on his phone during this show. Other than that, never on his phone.
I have to get ready to leave soon because I'm going to fucking Denver and Vail for fucking.
Oh, I heard
9
about
days.
that.
Oh, cool, dude. What time is my set in your storytelling show? I'm going to show up and just do about a nice story in it. What time is that at? I booked my gig.
In Denver?
Yeah. What time is that?
It's 8
We don't
o'clock
even get to do his.
on Wednesday, 8 and 10 on Thursday. We just added a late show on Thursday and
Okay.
a midnight show on Saturday. Just added. All of the shows are sold out now.
Okay.
Come to Denver this week.
This week? So this
I saw
week?
Gomez last night. Gomez was at the store last night.
Oh, yeah. Gomez is in town.
Mm-hmm.
I wish we would have got
Oh.
him on here.
Oh, we talked about it. Crabtree.
Yeah, we should have gotten him on.
Oh, yeah. Oh, dude. Crabtree.
Crabtree was at the Comedy Store
He's
the
with
other
one
night.
of those elite black ass chicks, like
Yeah.
elite black. Where
I was
they're
like-
I only fuck first rounders.
It was like a
Yeah.
dope, like a really nice ass like SUV. You know the one that Chappelle always pulls in and has his driver. And I was like, oh, I said to the door guy, I go, is that Chappelle? Like who? You know when you see a car
Yeah.
in the lot that you don't really recognize.
Yeah.
And he's like, nah, man, that's Michael Crabtree. I'm like, oh, whoa.
I love that Michael Crabtree can
Gets to
park.
park in a lot.
Yeah,
That's what was weird about
That's like
it.
me parking in fucking Oakland Raiders employee fucking, you know.
Yeah.
That's like
Yeah,
me
it's just
taking.
like that, Sam. It's just like that because they all recognize you there. So like, you pull in the employee lot.
I'm just saying he's not a comic.
It's the same exact thing, actually. You're right.
Okay, don't you gotta go.
Coming in here and getting free access. If he just wants to walk
Anyway,
show,
she's
he can't
so
go in
hot.
Madison Square Garden.
I went up and I high-fived her. I'm like, white guys. And she just stared at me. And I'm like, and everyone.
That's what he
was just
does. White guys, right? And she just looks at him like, nigga, who you?
I do
who you
not
talking
understand
to?"
your humor.
It was hilarious.
And then Michael Crabtree comes out. I'm like, oh, I get it.
He
I'm
was
like,
taller
Ra-
than I thought he was going to be.
I'm like, Raiders for life. He's like, for life. And he just walked by. And then he went and talked to Moses because I think he might have recognized Moses from the roast battles.
And I think they have the same
Really?
barber.
Yeah, they do. They do. Moses is on next week. We got Moses.
They have the same hair. I can't wait for that. I love
Guys, I want to get into something. We got some great football games coming up, and a lot of you guys might want to go to these games if you're from these teams. Why don't you go to our friends at SeatGeek? SeatGeek for all of your ticketing needs. Go to SeatGeek, download the app on your whatever app store you have. Use the promo code PUNCHDRUNK, and you'll get $20
off your first tickets. Whatever you buy, SeatGeek is great. They will rate tickets for you, whether from most expensive to cheapest, best seats, best values. And it's also a great way to search what's going on in the area that you are at, concert-wise, sporting game-wise, sporting events, wise, plays. They got it all. Comedy tickets, whatever you guys want. So SeatGeek is the best. Use the code PUNCHDRUNK, and that gets you $20
I
off.
use it all the time.
I've used that
Tebow
shit.
uses it
Everybody
all the
uses it. It's
time.
the best.
Ari used it for the national game. Got
Yeah, if you're
2,000,
looking for
3,000
way too
tickets for
expensive
$70. What?
If you're looking for tickets that are way outside of your price range, SeatGeek is the way for you.
Is that what you did, Ari? Is that what you did? You went to
I
SeatGeek.
mean, I
You
couldn't
go, what's?
afford what I got. There's no way I can afford what I got.
Yeah.
So how'd you get them?
I mean, I'm
Ponied
now
up.
have less money and freedom than I had before.
Ponied the fuck up.
Hey, dude, you know what, man? It's like you said to me about the World Series. You will never regret that. You will never
Yeah,
regret
no,
it.
for sure not. That was great. That was great. Just the chance to be in the same building as Donald Trump was worth it right there.
What was
Listen,
that like, though? What was the I was amazed at how many people cheered. I was really amazed.
Because they cheer for the
South.
national anthem. When they started doing the national anthem, they were like, you know what? He does support this one thing that we all like.
Yeah.
There's one thing we all like, national anthem. He is on the side of that.
I mean,
he's a dick, but for here,
It
for
would
right
be
this,
awesome if he got booed really, really
He
hard.
couldn't gotten two better teams for him to come into. Georgia, Alabama.
Oh, shit. Unless the KKK maybe put a team together.
If that was like
Like a major league crew of misfits. Yeah.
Yeah.
if that was like fucking Stanford versus Portland State, he'd probably gotten booed.
Oh, yeah.
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 Yeah, probably. if it
Like
was up there.
Berkeley versus Stanford.
UCLA versus Stanford.
Yeah.
Boo! Boo! Yeah, so go to SeatGeek. They're our friends. It's been great. Ari, did you enjoy football this week? I mean, it was...
I did not.
Dude, that game was crazy. That Minnesota game was nuts.
It's one of those rare moments in sports where you're like, man, I'm so glad I sat back and watched that. I'm so glad I didn't change the channel. I'm so glad I didn't leave. I almost left. I was watching the game. I was going to go across the street to the fucking chicken wing place, get a bunch of wings, and I'm like, fuck, man, this game's over. And I was like, I'll just wait. And I was watching on Apple TV, which is about 10 seconds behind the actual
You
feed.
were pirating the feed.
And no, it was a legit feed on Apple TV.
Illegally.
But I'm texting with all my buddies in Chicago that are watching it live, and we're all like, this game's over, fuck the Saints, all that kind of shit. And my phone's on my coffee table, and then it's like, din, 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 din. My phone non-stops vibrating, like everybody, and I'm like, let me sit down and watch this. And I thought in my mind, it's like a pass interference in the end zone, and they get one more play. And then I'm like, oh my God. You know what I mean? It was
Well, you know who else
nuts,
said that?
dude.
The quarterback. He's like, oh my God.
It's like Bill Buckner in football.
What a
It really is
Did
that
he just
much
have
of a
a
thing.
stroke right there?
It really is that much of a thing. I mean, it really was like Bill Buck, like the ball going through his legs where you're like, oh, the game's over. Oh, no, it's not, you know?
Dude, he wasn't even close to making that tackle. He just put
he
his head
tackled his
down
own
and just-
guy.
No, he was close. He
him.
just didn't tackle. He just tried to take his legs out.
He put his head down and barely touched his leg.
He
guy went
actually
straight up
totally
and
missed
straight
him.
down
He
to
actually
the cap.
tackled the other guy that had a chance at getting him. He tackled a Saint.
If he just wraps him, if he just like waits for him to catch it and then just wraps around him, which he easily could do when he comes down,
Game's
wraps around
over.
him, and then just like keep him in bounds or wait 2 seconds before he goes out of bounds, game's over.
Let him
Even
catch
if
it and
he
push
gets
him
it
out of bounds.
And somehow manages to get out of bounds. It's still like a 58-yard field goal.
With basically
Yeah.
1 second. I mean, even if you push him out of bounds, they might. Yeah, exactly. That still might end the game.
It wasn't quite in field goal range. It's like
It was a
it's
61-yard touchdown. So
He thought after he spun, I could see him think about just getting out of bounds. He's like, I think we still got a second left. If I get out of bounds, we got a field goal try. And then he was like, wait, there's no one around me.
yeah, you literally can see him look around like, what? Oh shit! Like you can see the surprise. Who is it? Diggs, right? Was it Stefan Diggs? Yeah, it was Diggs.
I was like, oh, dude, he's got a little weight. Oh, dude, there's nobody around him. I'm like, oh, my God.
And the best celebration. I mean, I can't imagine the point. Like you talk about POV porn. If you could be Stefan Diggs' eyes when he gets in that end zone and that wall of shocked Minnesota fans going nuts must have made him feel like he was made out of lightning.
Yeah.
I mean, he's got an AM talk show for the rest of his life. In Minnesota.
Yeah.
And the best touchdown celebration, he just takes his helmet off and fucking chucks it. Like, fuck this.
I like how he mean mugged for about 35 minutes, went like this, and then he goes up to sits on the top of the bleachers and just goes like this, and just like fucking all about it. And then they finally interview him. It's like, well, first of all praise to be Jesus Christ for making this possible.
I mean, dude, the Saints just didn't love Jesus enough, and that's why they lost. I mean, they definitely got outprayed in halftime.
That was a great old joke of George Carlin's where he was like, no one ever blames Jesus. He's like, hey, what happened in the game? And he's like, hey, man, everything was going good till Jesus Christ himself made me drop that touchdown. It's the best.
So, dude, we got these crazy matchups. I mean, what do you think the ratings would be on a Minnesota Vikings
Jaguars.
Jackson Jaguars?
That is a Super Bowl I want right there.
Really?
That's the Super Bowl I want.
Why? Why do you want that?
It's because Jacksonville has the second best defense in the history of football, better than the '85 Bears, better than the Ravens. Second best defense in the history of the NFL.
And what stat though? What's the stat that you see that?
Yardage given up and
Okay.
points allowed on a
Really?
season.
Really?
Yep, yardage given up and points allowed in a season.
Our boy who's been on our show before, his brother, that's a
Yeah.
big addition to that team.
I mean, he like 16 sacks or something. He had a great year. But so I love that defense. I would like to see Minnesota play a home game in the Super Bowl. I think that would be fun. Eagles bore me,
That would be fun.
and Eagles Patriots would be the combination of the two worst cities sports fans in the Super Bowl together. The over/under on parking lot fights is 1,000 if it's Philly versus Boston.
I gotta say this: the
1,000.
city of Philadelphia is wonderful for stand-up. I'm
fine with that.
Thoroughly enjoy.
I'm fine with that. I don't like
I'll
Eagles
be there
fans,
March 1st,
and I don't like
first, second, third. I'll be there
Patriot
if they
fans.
win. I'll be there leading up to the Super Bowl, and I'm just gonna stay there.
Where
I'm
you
just
go?
gonna-
Which club?
I'll be at Helium. But my
Okay.
last show Saturday night, I'm just gonna stay Sunday and watch the fucking game there at 3
Why
o'clock.
not,
That'd be
dude?
fun. That would be fun.
Find some Philly strange. Ah, yeah, get in here. Stay here.
Yeah.
Apparently she's from
I
Boston.
know.
but-
Apparently she's a Kennedy.
But she moved to Philadelphia
Apparently
recently, and she's really
Sam's
enjoying it.
Philadelphia girlfriend's also a Kennedy.
John F. Kennedy.
Ah,
I'm
don't you
excited.
niggas touch me.
I think that you I think poor Jamie. He's like
Hard hits,
stealing-
hard hits, hard hits.
A lot of hard hits on the show.
A lot of hard hits. This is the only time I've been tempted to bring up sexual assault, just because I like at least know about that.
Let me just say something. I think
The
you
networks
guys-
don't want Minnesota.
Why?
The networks don't want Minnesota and Jacksonville. I'll tell you that.
I just think the Super Bowl is a game that no matter who's in there, everyone's gonna watch it. It's the last
Yeah,
game
for
of
sure.
football. No, I mean like
If
that's
it's,
the thing
if
about
it's
the,
Philadelphia versus New England, I may only show up to a Super Bowl party to watch Timberlake at halftime, and then I might bounce.
really.
I have no desire to watch Philadelphia versus New England.
I think the
And
Jags
especially in
have a good
Philadelphia without
chance
their
to-
good quarterback. A backup quarterback of Philadelphia versus the Patriots. Boring, boring,
Well,
boring,
dude,
boring.
Philadelphia versus the Patriots would be ridiculous. Minnesota would give them a real run. Philadelphia would be like, it's going to be a 35-point
I
game.
want to see Minnesota play at home. I think that'd be exciting. And I think Justin Timberlake, it was a travesty if he doesn't do a Prince medley in Minnesota.
Oh God damn it!
in Minnesota.
Did you
That got me
tweet
on
him
board.
that?
Ari, tweet him.
Ari, can you
I'm
tweet him?
sorry, you
Oh,
can't.
fuck. Hey Ari, send me the dates of your Philly gig, and I'll tweet it to all my followers for you. Okay?
All right,
Is that cool?
if you want to text us stuff, if you want to text me things to tweet, I will do it.
Yeah.
Ari,
Who am I going to promote shows without Twitter? It's like, what have you guys done to me? What have
I'll
they
do
done?
it. Text me your things. I will
Dude,
tweet.
your
Hey, Ari
Instagram.
wanted me to. Hey, Twitter. Ari wanted me to tell you this.
Hey, let me ask you guys
Aaron.
a question about back to bets.
Yes.
Hang on, Aaron. Aaron's
Oh.
got something.
I was gonna say, could he start a new Twitter profile called Sorry Shaffir?
Ooh, what about
know what
Sorry
that is.
Shafir? That's a good.
This
That's a
is
good
good.
point, Aaron.
Get the sympathy for like being banned. This could be like your big comeback story for Twitter.
I like that.
I'd like to
Sorry,
apologize.
Shafir.
First thing I'd like to do.
Yes.
I'm sorry, Shafir. Nice to meet you. I'm
Ju-
sorry, Shafir.
Just don't get high and have your first tweet be like, "Bird, I'll kill your fucking family." Just-
Yeah. I think
So
we
here's my
should.
question.
I think we should all tweeted that.
We should
Every
make-
one of us.
we should make
have
Yeah,
tweeted
all-
it.
You should all tweet in solidarity to me.
We're all.
Oh, yeah.
We should start hashtag. We're
Kill
all.
Bert.
Ari
Hashtag
Shaffir.
Bert's dead.
Yeah.
Hashtag Bird is dead, not Bird is fat. We should hashtag Bird is dead.
So when they say your account is suspended for life, or are you suspended for life? Because Milo is suspended. He can't come on Twitter again.
Oh, they got Milo's like IP.
I mean, like if he started one, and they figured out him. They say he's banned for
Oh,
life.
Jesus.
Are you banned, or is that suspended?
I think. Let me see.
I think you could by that email.
My account has been suspended. Will not be restored.
You can start a new one.
My thing is this. It's like, well, can I just like get the fucking same Ari Shaffir back again and start over from scratch? I don't want to fucking put some other thing that no one's gonna find me on.
Try it. Have you tried it? Do it right now.
It's being used right now as a suspended account, as a fucking note to others, as a warning to everyone.
You should do I am Ari Shaffir.
Sorry, Shafir is pretty goddamn
Sorry,
good.
Sorry,
Shaffir.
Shafir's pretty good.
I'm not gonna lie. Aaron's got the joke of the day, and that might be the name of this episode. Sorry, Shafir.
I dig it. I
dig it, too.
How about at Sorry Shaffir?
Shut up, sorry.
Let me ask you guys a question about these two bag of bets. The hot dog in the butt. I'm going to be in studio. We're going to do that together next time I'm there.
What?
But for the
I
betting,
love when
betting
Sam
money,
says what.
Sam does not want to do it.
One of my favorite things that Sam does is his deflective what? What?
What?
It's always,
Who in the
I
what?
always know, and he always backs up. He's literally painting himself into a corner when he says that. What? Okay. So what about this hot dog in your ass, fuckface?
I guess we'll be in studio. I get that. Screenshots galore.
I get
For
it.
the begging for $40 and for this starting the USA chant on the train.
Yeah.
You
How
should have
am I
done that
going
at the
to-
game.
Wait, I didn't hear about the USA chant one.
He's got to start a USA
so
train.
good.
Okay, let's go through the ones we owe. You
I
owe
don't-
what, Ari?
I only knew hot dog in the butt.
I got to start a USA chant on a train. I think I'm going to try to do that on a Saturday night whenever everybody's drunk.
You can do it at a Starbucks or something too. It just can't be
anywhere
at
public, anywhere big public. And then the begging for $40. How am I going to prove that to you guys?
Well, Ari,
it's an honor
out of
system,
all of us,
but you
you
could-
seem to be the most honorable when it comes to bag of bets.
Yeah.
When you do it, which you don't do all of them, but when you do them, you owe 3. You owe 3. So I owe 1.
And Lewis's. I don't know what I did with Lewis. What did I lose for Lewis?
Naming of the teams. I didn't
Yeah,
even
but what-
remember that one.
What?
What did I lose, though?
No, you didn't lose anything with him.
Yeah,
you have
you-
3. Those
He
3.
named all the teams. He named Boston Brontosauruses and 3 other teams, and so I lost whatever that was.
Ari, does it matter what train line you do? Because I feel like if it was like a fucking like G train from Williamsburg, you're fucked. But if it's like an A train in Times Square, like you'll rock that. You'll be their god. You will be the king of the A train.
I might hope for like something they kill like a higher up in like Al Qaeda. I'm like, hey guys, they just got some on me. USA.
Yeah, that's what you got to do. You got to come in with a fucking ISIS backstory. Yeah,
You got to plan some
should-
people, Ari. Be like a chick. Go, oh my God, they did.
they got him.
Yeah, have someone else start it. I'm like, they got him. I'm like, yes, USA.
You should have to get. You should.
That's the move. That's absolutely the move.
You should have to wear like a burqa and like get the chant going, and then just leave a backpack and jump off the train.
Oh, dude. Yeah, that'd be so great because you get suspended from life.
From life,
That'd be
yeah.
great.
Sorry, Shaffir is in jail now. Twitter jail and now real jail.
So you owe 3. What do you owe?
I owe the shot collar. I owe the
Your
tranny
balls?
thing. And, I found multiple ways out of that because I have read the card yesterday. And it says on it, or nuts, loser chooses, and it says in parentheses, if you're a man, you'll take the nuts. I'm not a man.
Oh, that's bullshit. That didn't say it. I saw it. I think you're
Say that
fucking with.
again.
Want to
Say
see a
that again.
picture?
Yeah, he made it up.
Wanna make
he
a-
made it up.
wanna
He
make a
made it
bag
up.
of bets
No,
on
I
it?
don't want to make a bag of bets. That's bullshit. You're nuts. That makes that goes against all logic of the bag of bets. We've never once said, "Oh, you lost, you can choose." It's always winner chooses what happens. It is the history of the 7 years of the bag of bets. It is always-
USA, USA,
Okay.
USA.
So he over a year now, and I love you. This isn't a fight. I love you. He owes the tranny walk.
Yeah.
This is from the season before.
Perhaps.
Perhaps.
Yep.
You want to bet on that?
No, I'm not saying. Might be.
He's a
Is
great.
it going to get done? Yeah.
Really?
Is it going to be funny? Sure. It'll be great. It'll be fine. Like every other bag of bets that I paid off, I did exactly what it says on it.
Oh, get out of here.
Have we?
Here we go.
Have we all?
Sensitive
Have we all?
guy. Sensitive guy.
Have
Here
we all?
go. So Ari, yeah. So those are the 2. So we're all good. We're all good. We'll figure it out.
And then the hot dogs happen.
And then the
Ren
hot
is
dogs.
easy wants to be there.
Oh yeah,
Tony
dude,
wants to be
I
there.
want people to throw up on each other. I want Steve to sit next to Tony and throw up on Tony for coming up with this dumb fucking bet.
Well, that's going to make me throw up then.
Yeah, and then we'll have some Japanese eel porn or something where everybody's throwing up on each other.
Yeah, like an episode of Family Guy. Ari, get off your phone.
Ari,
What's this to do?
at noon, okay? At noon, Mike Ricka's calling in to promote his live podcast. So if you gotta go.
There it is.
Look at that, dude. Look at fucking that.
Ari, I also have
Look at that.
Ari, I also have a surprise coming in for you at noon.
What's that?
A surprise guest.
Oh, great.
So can we do this?
Somebody you haven't seen in a while.
So Ari, what if we do this call as soon as possible? You come back in like 15 minutes because I don't know how to put it on the computer now.
Wait, we still don't know how to do that? I thought we figured it out.
Who's worked on it, dude? Who's worked on it? Hey, is the new studio going to be able to take calls, Aaron? Brand new high
I think
def-
the new studio doesn't even have microphones, they said.
Not yet.
Every
my
new
God.
studio we get, it's less and less stuff we can do.
We're a call-in show. We haven't taken calls in 2 years.
We will have
And we're a call-in show.
we will have it figured out by then for sure.
Well, when is the new studio coming?
2 to 3 weeks. Just like the website.
Just like the website.
Hey, so
Our
what
website.
is
Is
this
it really 3 weeks?
Yeah, it could be. Yeah.
What? So
Could
how
be.
many? What studio is this?
This would be, okay, let's think about it. So we had Lovitz, we had The Joint, we had All Things Comedy,
No,
we had
we
All Things
started,
Comedy, we had Toad
Toad
Hop, we had that other one. This will be this will be our 7th studio, I think.
We are averaging one studio per
Studio a
year.
year. Studio a year. Wow.
What was your favorite studio, Ari?
It might have been the WeWorks building. where we
Really?
got
I
that
like
great-
the Lovitz where we had the green screen.
I love the green
And then it
screen.
said who was on the
We
phone.
had random businessmen walking by our fucking dildos on our foreheads at WeWorks.
Yeah, we would just flag girls and like, hey, come in here.
And she was like, "I've been raped. What are you guys talking about?" Oh, well,
They had good coffee at that place. That place had the
What?
good coffee.
Oh, hey,
WeWorks had the good coffee.
Ari, what did you pay a month for that studio, that office you were using? there?
$550.
No, I think 450.
Oh, that's
maybe
not bad.
550. Maybe 550.
That's not
Oh,
bad.
I was guessing. That was a
That's
good
not
guess.
bad at all, dude. That's not bad at all.
Okay, you were guessing. Yeah, I think it was 450. It was small, but it was like enough so I could get away and like actually get work done.
So you somebody wants Abraham Lincoln back on the show.
Abraham Lincoln was good.
Great guess. He was a great guess.
The best thing about Ari shaved his pubes and had to glue him to Sam's face for the whole episode. But the funniest part about that was Sam all of a sudden like his face wouldn't move like when you put a little dog in a sweater and then it's just like, what's happening? I cannot move. There's something on me. Like it was the best. All of a sudden he was just like, hey, Eddie, hey,
Just like a fucking like
mannequin now.
rapist
Hey,
superhero.
I got a question for Jamie before we take the record call.
Yeah, buddy.
Jamie, when you were in the world of feminism,
Go on.
is there a specific sport that they all really got into?
A specific. This is a fucking solid question. A specific sport? No, I don't.
Okay.
I don't. Soccer, because people of color. And like different countries. Yeah, no, it was definitely like nobody would talk about sports. Anytime you tweeted about sports, I had fans when I would post about UFC that would be like, "That's human cockfighting, and what you're supporting is barbaric." And but then soccer would come on, and people were like, "Other countries," and then you'd always have to root for the most oppressed country. So you couldn't even really root by. You couldn't root by sport. You could be like, "All right, who are we fucking over? I guess we're rooting for Iran this year," and then that's what would happen. That's how it would
Come
go down.
on, Sudan.
Yeah, I did that with football too, because I didn't know shit about football. So I'm like, all right, well, this team, there's a guy who like beat his wife, and this team, this guy dropped the N-word. So then you'd have to Sophie's choice who you
So
would
after
pick.
Thibault dropped the M word, are you not going to support this show anymore?
No, I want him to do my podcast.
Yeah. Hey, Ari, how is the Me Too movement in New York compared to Los Angeles?
And also, can you answer that with your dick on camera?
Yeah.
Yes.
But
I
you
would
better
love
be hard.
You better be hard. Ari, next time I want you to do like 2 boner pills a day before, so when you come on, you are just fucking veiny.
Yeah,
Rock.
Veiny.
Jesus Christ.
just like knocking the camera over. with
Ugh.
It's pretty big here, but I'm just hearing more than not, and I'm friends with the comedians, but more than not from women, I'm hearing like it's just like going a little nuts. And I'm just
I hear
hearing
that
like
from a lot of
we
women,
want
too.
to pull back.
Dude, I still hang out with, with comedy in New York. I've noticed if you're, alt comics have unfollowed me, like UCB people have unfollowed me, but stand-up still fucking going strong. I think that's where the line is drawn. But I still hang out with people who, you know, are big in like the Democratic community at least, and like very liberal, very politically active, and all of them on Twitter are like, me too, this has to stop. And then you go to their house for dinner and they're like, this shit's getting fucking crazy.
Yeah.
And they just can't really say anything about
I
it.
would.
Virtue signaling them. Then why even open your mouth? It's just to show, look, I'm on your side. It's
Yeah.
They're phonies.
Yeah.
They're such phonies.
I couldn't agree more, Ari.
It almost
couldn't
seems like
agree-
McCarthyism in a way,
Of course it is, dude.
you know?
It's just.
And I think a lot of times it's the people on the left, especially in comedy, who are like saying like it's going too far. You know why? Because most of the people that got caught, I mean, almost all,
Yeah.
have been the left's darlings.
yeah, you.
It's no
Right.
Larry the Cable Guys. It's no Kevin Hart. All he did was cheat. Anything like angry, it comes from the UCB. It's
Yeah.
never from the store and the cellar. It's always the guys that the left loves. And so now they're like, We didn't want to take down all
Yeah,
our
we
own.
don't want to take down our
Yeah.
own people. It's like I said, it's like these guys got no pussy in high school, very little in college, and then they come to Hollywood. Is the one place where they get fucking celebrated because we love the sacred victim, and then, dude, they get this power, and they get gifted power, they get gifted money, because we all pitch to the same people, and they just like, oh, we gotta get this biracial, bisexual fucking guy TV show, so they get a TV fucking show, and now they get so much fucking power and money and that is catnip to women.
Yeah, I also think a lot of it has to do. By the way, I just looked at the screen and saw Ari was gone. I was like, Twitter disappeared Ari, just like the fucking ominous empty chair.
He's banned from Skype.
I also think that it just has to do with no matter what like political side you're on, with just like, because I did this, when you're on Twitter and you're fucking miserable and you hate your fucking life and you're trying to like ruin other people's lives, because you see it go for
What are you putting in?
Propecia.
Rogaine. This episode is brought to you by Rogaine.
Get it.
Hey, is that? Oh, dude, I'd love to get sponsored by
Get them to
Rogaine.
sponsor that.
Dude,
Yeah.
they hit us up all the time with sponsorship. I'm like, yep. Dude, we'll do cigarettes on this fucking show. I will literally be like, hey, Skull, you want us to push Skull Bandit? I'll fucking sell some Skull-ass Bandit.
Ari, you ever like accidentally have that on your hand and jerk off, and now you got a fucking woolly? Look at your dick, looks like a caterpillar.
That happened to me with Tiger Bomb. It was fucking horrible.
Really?
Oh yeah, it was just start stinging and then stop and then. Yeah,
All right,
yeah.
what do you do now? What are you baby wiping?
Pampering his little
I'm
baby
just doing
butt.
stuff while we fucking do this podcast. I'm listening and not.
What
on
are
my
you
phone.
doing?
fucking
What are you
Twitter-
doing?
if Twitter
What are you
knew
doing?
how-
I gotta leave in 3 hours. I've got so much packing and shit to do. I'm wiping off this fucking shit off my toe.
Ari, I
What is
just
on
wish-
your toe? What is on your toe? Tell us.
I got a fungus, so I gotta apply this goddamn nail.
Oh my God! What is? You have so much wrong with you.
It-
Your asshole's on fire. Your nuts are beat up, and now your
Pubes look like a bath mat.
Yeah, you gotta put Rogaine on your head.
Kicked off
now
Twitter.
You got this fucking foot. What's going on? Let's see your
Dick
foot.
looks like a
Show us your
caterpillar.
foot. Show us your
No,
foot.
you'll never be able to
If
see it on
we
the
could
camera.
fucking-
Yeah, I want to see it. I want to see your fucking gangrene foot.
This is how we free
This
Ari.
is a small fungus underneath the toenail. I gotta apply
Oh,
this
buddy.
fucking nail polish.
This
for
is
another
how
6 months.
we free him. We send Twitter this fucking video,
Yeah.
and they're just like the only person he can
We're
hurt
like,
is
look
himself.
what you've done to him, Twitter.
yeah.
He's naked
Look
with
what
a
he's
bath mat for
become.
pubes, fungus
So
on his
Ari,
foot.
let's start you a new fucking Twitter. What is it gonna be?
Sorry, Shafir.
It's sorry, Shafir. It has to
I'm
be.
sorry.
Ari, I gotta take this real quick. So go
So
get ready. Come back in
sorry.
10. I gotta take it. It's Rika.
Okay.
Just
All right.
stay right there, and we'll
Sorry.
just unplug you. You're fine. You just won't be able to hear it for a minute.
All right.
Or you can just stay right there if you don't want to be a dipshit.
Oh, God dang it, Rika. You hung up, you fuck. Mike Ricca, welcome to Punch Drunk Sport. He is a regular at the Comedy Store from the golden era, and he's got a great podcast that's blown up. It's called Three People Like This. Please welcome to the show my good friend Mike Ricca, everybody.
Sammy!
How are you? I'm with Jayson Thibault, Jamie Kilstein, and listening on Skype because we're not that advanced. Ari Shaffir is dealing with his fungus foot and his blown out, bleeding asshole. So that's where we're at.
Oh man, that's how old we are. We are fungus foot and bleeding asshole years old.
So let's talk real quick about your awesome podcast. I remember you started it. It's called Three People Like This. And you're like, hey, tweet it. I'm like, yeah, sure, Mike, I'll tweet it. And then one day I'm watching, and there's a post of a screenshot, and you got up to number 6 or 7 on iTunes. It's like, and now you're consistently up there, man. Congratulations.
Thanks a lot, Sam. I appreciate it, man. It's incredible, the power of social media, and we just do it just as a creative outlet. We're friends from the fucking childhood days in Brooklyn, and we just always wanted to do something, and this is like the perfect medium for us, and we're having a lot of fucking fun. My buddy TJ is a slumlord, and he needed a write-off, so he turned one of his apartments into a studio for us.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so it's a win-win for everybody, you know.
So what is the podcast about?
It's kind of like, you know, what my stand-up and what all of our shit is about. It's just about life, man. We don't get too much into politics because we don't want to alienate anybody. we're just we just get together, tell stories, and bust balls. It's just like hanging out at the Comedy Store, pretty much.
Yeah, dude. So now
We get together. Yeah, we talk a lot of shit. We bust a lot of fucking balls, and we just mock each other into oblivion. We're old, we're fat, we're stupid, and people love us for it.
that's why I love. Now, you got your first live podcast is coming. What's the date and where's it at?
Gotham Comedy Club, January 29th. It's a Monday, 7:30 p.m. You can get tickets at 3peoplelikethis.com/Gotham Live.
Okay. So they go there. You go. It's going to be at Gotham Live, which is a gorgeous club. Gotham to me seems like the road gig of New York City, where it gets more of a tourist crowd. I could be wrong.
Yeah,
but,
I played there a couple weeks
You
ago.
definitely, you're probably right about that. You're probably right.
But they,
about that.
but the bookers and owners are so still comedy savvy, where you're not just getting garbage road stuff. It's just it's solid comedy. So you get that mix.
So let me.
100%.
I'm gonna throw a couple topics to you real quick, and you give us your take on it. The Me Too movement. What's your thoughts on it?
Can I have 15 seconds?
Yeah.
I just want to say I've spent the better part of the last 20 years getting fucking ulcers from hating Tom Brady. and it's so exhausting. Now I go the other way. Now I love Tom Brady, and now if he wins again, I'm gonna suck his dick. How about that?
Okay.
If he lets me.
Hey.
No, if his trainer will let me. If the guy who's already fucking his ass and shoving HGH up his ass will let me suck his dick, I will gladly suck his dick. You know why? You know why? Because I'm a fucking Steeler fan, and apparently we don't like winning. Apparently we don't really enjoy postseason winning. It's not our thing anymore.
Well, dude, you went up against historically the greatest, the second greatest defense of all time, dude, of all time.
And you still scored 5 touchdowns.
You still scored 5 on them.
That's what sucks. You score 5 touchdowns on against a team and lose. That's got to be frustrating.
Sam, I still like that.
My team is a fucking bunch of pussies at home. Frustrating.
Do you want to fire Tomlin? You want to fire Tomlin?
No.
Bro, listen. If firing somebody nowadays, what the fuck does it make a difference at this point? You know, what are you gonna fire a guy with a 600 fucking winning percentage?
I gotcha. So who do you want in the Super Bowl now? Now that you, you obviously want to suck Tom's dick. Do you want Tom to win, or do you want the Jags to win?
Fuck it. Let him win the next fucking 7 years, so that way there's no more arguments. Brady versus Montana, Brady versus fucking Marino, Elway. Give him 20 fucking rings. Let him make the fucking ball pressure any pressure he wants. Let him videotape fucking practices. Let them fucking do whatever they want, because you know what? At least they want to fucking win more than everybody else.
No, I get that, dude. It's dedication. It's so funny. We're big UFC fans here, and so I put this post out about Cyborg, which is this female fighter.
Yeah.
So someone goes, "Oh, dude, she's a cheater. She's a fucking cheater, and she's on steroids." And I look at his fucking profile pic, and it's the New England Patriots. I'm like, who are the Patriots to call anybody a fucking cheater?
Jesus Christ.
Exactly. Never mind, it's a chick named Cyborg.
Yeah, that no one's really going to be surprised.
Is that her real last name?
She took it from her husband, who changed his last name, or that was his nickname, Cyborg.
I am instantly turned on.
Yeah.
I love alpha females.
When you're named,
The only thing I love more than alpha males are alpha females.
when you're
Females
named,
that want to bounce each other's fucking face in, I want to impregnate them.
There's something about Northeast guys. They all want to fuck Cyborg, because you got some big fucking thick women out there. And
you know me, bro. You know me a long time. I want to fuck everyone.
I respect that. I love Ricka. We gotta get you on more. You're fucking great. Ricka,
Hey, Ricka, I forgot how funny you were. Originally, I was having you on as a pity guest.
Not at all, dude. Not at all.
Thanks, old friend. I knew when you called me, you'd be driving in a snowstorm in a military town 20 miles from Canada, wanting to fucking hang yourself. So I figured I'd let you call and plug your podcast so you wouldn't fucking kill yourself until January 29th.
Ricka is unhinged, dude. He's unhinged. No, he's yelling at me about
everything.
my sympathy interview I'm giving him right now.
Yeah, hashtag me too. Yeah. Next topic.
What is your thoughts on Me Too? What's your thoughts on Me Too, Ricka?
Yeah, me too. I'm offended by everyone too. Me too.
Rick, you got me subscribed to your podcast.
Yeah, I'm gonna subscribe. This is. I also love that.
I wouldn't listen to your podcast on a fucking bet until now. I forgot how funny you are. I'm gonna check it out.
Ricka, when are you gonna come back to the Comedy Store? It's totally fucking different, dude. It is like Wolf of Wall Street, dude. Only, it's like it's got to, or else they knocked down the House of Blues, dude. They turned it into a fucking. Now the Comedy Store's got a great view of fucking L.A., but it's got to pack it out. So now it's like packed with stars. Like even up to about midnight, it's all people with TV fucking shows, which I respect it. Like but you gotta come back and scream at people, I want to do a show, you, me, Brian Holtzman, and Don Barris, and just call it the Four Horsemen.
And
bro, please, bro, come to Brooklyn. We have a studio. We'll bring you fucking Asian massage hookers. We'll give you fuck the Comedy Store. How about Asian massage hookers? How about Russian girls feeding you grapes?
I love it.
Green card.
I love it, dude. I'm fucking in. Ricka, you are so fucking funny, dude. You're so fucking funny.
Bro, you know why you don't have a show, bro? Because you're the realest motherfucker left.
Yeah, thank you, dude. Thank you.
That's why.
I wish Ari could feed you. Ari, even though you can't hear him, you got to get Ricka on your fucking podcast. He's in New York. Stop being a faggot.
Is that Ari?
Yeah, Ari's well, we have a janky system, and we can't really do
Ari's part of the gay Hollywood Illuminati, so he could say faggot. I can't, Sam. But since I don't live in show business anymore, fuck you, Ari, you faggot.
Ari says he misses you and he really wants you on the fucking show.
Ari says
and he
cares
wants
about
to do
you.
a show with you,
And
Ari.
he respects your sexual decisions.
There it is.
Oh, man.
That's called
no.
Oh, don't punish us for Mike. He's on the phone.
Mike,
It's all life's
Mike, I love you. I love you, dude. You're the fucking funniest. I could not be more happier for your success, dude. Please call in anytime you want. We should just do a Mike Ricketts segment on the fucking show where at just some point.
Anytime, bro. Anytime. Listen, like I said, you're welcome to come back this way. Until I find a babysitter for my 11 children, you will probably not see me at the Comedy Store.
I love that you have 11 kids, dude. You're just never pull out because you're a G, dude.
Never.
You don't pull out. You're like, dude, decision time, and you just blast,
bro,
right?
Listen. I know you guys aren't breeders.
Yeah.
And most of the women you fuck are banged out because they're just banged out. But I'm telling you. I know as comics, you guys hear me say I have 5 kids, and you probably think, wow, Ricka's wife has a gigantic fucking hole.
Yeah,
my wife's gash is fucking tighter than it has ever been.
You are so retarded, dude. You are so retarded.
Bro, DNA, bro. DNA.
Dude, I love you, Ricka. I love you, dude. Thank you for calling in, dude. It's 3 people like this. He's going one more time. What's the date of the
3peoplelikethis.com/Gotham Live.
And what's the date? The 29th?
January 29th, 7:30 p.m. Where is Ari? Is he in New York? Where
he is in New York. You should find him. Hit him up on Twitter. Try to find him.
He lives in New York?
Yeah. You guys should. We'll talk to him.
I should call his agent or publicist.
Yeah, you should. You're the best.
Yeah.
Ricka, how many heart attacks have you had?
None, thanks to weed, bro. Weed does not kill weed does not kill sperm. It does prevent heart attacks.
Okay, perfect, dude. Perfect. Ricka, we love you. Thanks for calling in, and we'll definitely get you on sooner than later, man.
Thanks, Sammy. Love you guys.
Bye, Ricka.
Later.
So fucking funny.
I love that he was like, we don't talk about politics on our podcast because we don't want to alienate anyone. And you were like, cool. What are your thoughts on the Me Too movement?
Yeah, I know, right into it.
What are your thoughts on the most controversial?
Ari.
Yeah. You got to get Rick on your show. He's so fucking crazy.
I will.
He's so he lives in New York now.
Oh yeah, where I wonder.
Well, he's got a studio in Brooklyn.
Okay, that's pretty close.
And he loves Tom Brady.
Ugh, what? Ricka loves Tom Brady?
No, Ricka hates him because he keeps fucking ruining his Steelers.
Oh. Well, not this year. They fucking ruined it for themselves. Lost their
That's funny.
Jacksonville twice.
That is funny. Ari, are you in all to any basketball? Your Hornets are doing decent, dude. They're doing
Pelicans.
Your Pelicans are doing decent. They're doing decent.
They're starting to gel. I think they're going to stick around 500 the whole year. Maybe finish like 4 or 5 games above 500 for the season. And then they might give one team trouble. I can see them giving like Minnesota trouble.
You're one more elite score away from being a destroyers.
Yeah, Drew Holiday is not the number 3 option we need. We need a decent.
He's not a all-star.
He's a starter. He's a starter. That's all he is, and barely that.
You can't have you got to have one killer on the fucking.
The problem is we might lose them all this year. We might lose DeMarcus, Cousins, and then after that, fucking Davis.
If I was you guys, I would trade them all. This is the draft to trade for. You can get some murderers right now. And you could just reload up. I mean, dude, there's so much talent in this NCAA right now. They're going to be coming out. It's going to be fucking nuts. What?
Nobody's good as Davis.
This kid Bagley is, dude. This kid Bagley is putting up numbers that we haven't seen in like 30, 40 years.
Yeah, Duke.
Yeah, that's why it's amazing because you never do those numbers at Duke.
Not interested. Not thank you, but no thank you.
I respect that. Do you see Phil Jackson was calling out Duke players like they're not that good in the NBA. They don't fucking put up numbers. They're not that fucking great. But dude,
all right, take those pants off, dude. What are you doing?
The conversation to have with you, my fucking friend, is did you watch any of that Clippers Rockets game last night?
No.
Oh my God, it was awesome.
The last Clippers Rockets game I watched, they were blowing, I think, a 30-point lead in the playoffs.
Okay.
Yeah, sure, no problem.
That's good. I like that. Last night, what are you drinking? Fucking snake oil right now? What is that?
It's hair tonic.
Here's some tonic.
Hair
This
tonic.
will cure everything. Baldness, erection dysfunction, being Jewish.
Let me see you stand up, bro. You better not have them on.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
I saw you take them off. Yeah, he was walking around with fucking. See that? Look. Oh, I got socks I have socks.
Just imagine what that seat smells like right now.
I have
just
those
blood
exact
and
boxer
fucking
shorts
Hebrew.
as socks.
Really?
Yeah.
Dude, you got to talk about this game, man.
Clippers?
Oh, it's so good, dude.
I'm almost about to get into
regular
basketball.
season game of a 7 seed.
I'm 3 weeks away from getting into basketball, and I think this is going to be the year that I get into hockey.
Really?
Because
what team? Hawks?
I've
Blackhawks?
always liked the Blackhawks, but I mean, I start like really paying attention to hockey. I'm not that into the NBA, and the Clippers are bad.
No, dude.
So it's
this
not fun
team
to watch.
is good.
No, they're not even going to make the postseason.
They are. They are.
They will not make the postseason.
Tebow, I'm telling you this right now.
They can't stay healthy long enough.
Do we bag a bets it?
No, because I want them. I don't want to cheer against that because I want them in the playoffs.
They're gonna make
but
the
I don't
playoffs.
think they're going to make the playoffs because I don't think they can stay healthy.
That is a good point. But, dude, I'm going to say something to you, Tebow, and you're going to be like, get the fuck out of here.
Uh-huh.
I like the team
Get
we
the
have.
fuck out of here.
I like the team we have right now over any of the Chris Paul teams we had.
No way.
I do, dude.
Do you want I know you do, but do you want them to trade fucking the center?
DeAndre?
Yeah, Jordan.
I always like scores. If they can get some elite scores, I'll take it. The only place I want Blake Griffin trade to, if they did,
Don't trade Blake.
Don't. But if they could get Paul George for Blake Griffin, because dude, OKC needs they need fucking free agents. He just signed a fat deal. He's a great number 2 to go with your Russell Westbrook. We need a fucking elite scorer. I wouldn't trade Blake.
Do you think George and fucking LeBron both come to the Lakers? Because that's
No.
all you hear.
Nope.
Thank God.
Nope. I don't think
God, I do
LeBron's
not-
gonna leave.
I hope not.
If I was LeBron, I'd go to the Houston Rockets.
I wouldn't
before
go
I
anywhere if I was LeBron.
If I was LeBron, if I had to go, I'd stay in Cleveland and fish the game.
Me
He had
too.
a great career.
That's what I would do.
The only
I
other
know.
place I'd go.
He's had statistically his best year
Try to
ever.
win one
Sorry.
more.
What?
Try to win one more. You got him a title. You have a better team now than you had last year. You got a legit chance. Try to win one more. Stay there.
The
But
problem.
here's the deal. Since we have Kilstein in the studio, why don't we talk about UFC for a minute?
Hard hits.
We're going to, dude. I just want to finish this great fucking story about the Clipper game last night. So here's this thing about Chris Paul. One of the most dynamic point guards the NBA has ever seen. But he's a fucking knucklehead. Like, he's just so intense. Do you remember Super Young Tripoli? Remember when we were doing that sketch show and I was like,
Sure.
no, do it like that's how he is, dude.
Uh-huh.
He's like a tiny guy for the NBA and he's fucking intense. And he's like, I call him the Whitney Cummings of the NBA in that he is so powerful. He gets everything he wants almost to his detriment,
Right.
where he gets too much and no one checks him. So he gets traded to Clippers from New Orleans, and New Orleans for the first couple games beats him. They just beat him, and that's what happens with Chris Paul is he gets beaten by his former teams. They do. And then the teams Chris Paul's on, they go on 12, 13, 14 game winning streaks, and then they crash and burn. They go on like an 8 to 10 game losing streak, and then it's hit or miss. And then he starts driving everybody on his team nuts. They just start driving everybody fucking nuts because he's just.
I don't think he did that in L.A. though.
100%.
You think? I thought him.
Look at last night when they were fucking. The Clippers and the Rockets almost threw down, dude.
It really did. It really did.
And the fucking Blake Griffin screaming at D'Antoni telling him to fuck off, then Chris Paul telling fucking Blake to fuck off, then Austin Rivers telling the world to fuck off, dude. So they're almost fighting, dude. The game ends, Blake gets kicked out, Trevor Ariza gets kicked out. The fucking Rockets use a fucking backdoor entrance to come into the fucking Clippers locker room. So this fucking piece of shit, who's probably ruined his chance of getting his number fucking retired, walks through, shows, hey, dude, I know an entrance in. I used to play here. Like, some fucking Lord of the Rings shit using some fucking back
A
entrance
manhole cover opens up in the middle of the shower and 4 fucking Houston Rockets pop out of there.
Yeah. What the fuck? Is sports awesome? This
Yeah.
sounds incredible.
So the 4 of them walk into the locker room and they almost throw in the fucking locker room.
Chris Paul and who else?
Chris Paul. Gerald Green, who just signed with the team, acting like these are his ride or die boys.
He's trying to be like, I'm gonna hang out with the cool kids.
Yeah.
It's like you're the new kid at school and you don't smoke cigarettes, but you're like, hey, you want to go have a puff? You're like, yeah, I'm a smoker.
Yeah.
Sure.
The cops
No, you're
come,
not.
you plan all your drugs on him.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah,
be
yeah.
cool, be cool, be
Little
cool.
kid, hey, man, put this in your ass for me.
All right, but you promise we'll be friends, right? Uh-huh.
Oh, of course, whatever your name is.
So it's him, Gerald Green, Trevor Ariza,
Yeah.
and Tariq Black, who's a big ass
That's a big dude, yeah. Mm-hmm.
who is completely underrated. He's a wonderful player.
So they come in there, what? Looking for like, hey, man, y'all got
Looking
any
for Austin
shampoo?
Rivers and Blake Griffin, they wanted to fight him. Chris Paul wanted to fight Blake Griffin. How
I'd love to see that.
fucking funny.
I'd love to see
you
that in
are
the octagon.
fucking
Yeah.
head of the players union. How fucking funny is that? We got us a rivalry, homeboy, and we've beaten them twice in a row now. And everyone's like, "Well, our guys
I
are
like
fucking
that.
injured.
I do
we
like
have
that.
fucking, we have a lot of
Everything you
injuries,
said,
dude.
I like.
We have a lot of
Everything you
injuries,
said,
dude.
I really liked.
I fucking loved it, dude.
Good. I'll check
Just
that out.
Fucking little Chris Paul losing his shit.
He's got such a cute son.
Shit. Exactly right.
His son's so cute.
He just can't. Dude, he's too intense, and I get it, but it's just like sometimes if you hold something so close, you fucking kill it.
Yeah, it's like those. You see like a 5-year-old squeeze a rabbit to death.
Yeah, it's like that's what Chris
That's
Paul
what
does.
I do with girlfriends.
I love it, dude. Dude, I'm telling you,
love me.
the notion that the Golden State Warriors are just gonna walk through this playoff, forget fucking that, dude.
I hope not. I really
Forget
hope
that.
not. I really hope not.
Dude, it's going to be a hard season. Dude, I don't know who's going to be in the finals. It could be Boston versus Houston. It could be you. There's a bunch of teams. And, dude, we're going to get at least a 5 seed. I'm telling you right now.
I'd be fucking mad cool with that. Let's talk a little MMA and UFC because we got a great heavyweight fight coming up Saturday.
Is it this? No, it's next
No,
Saturday.
it's Saturday.
It's Saturday.
It's this Saturday?
Yeah, it snuck up. Yeah.
And it's probably the #1 heavyweight fight I'm most excited about that I can recall as a 20-year fan. This heavyweight fight, I think, has the most possibility to completely change the heavyweight division for a while.
Yeah.
For a while. But before we get into that, let's real quick go around. And if you don't have a dog in the fight, that's fine. If you want to make a prediction, that's great. Let's do Super Bowl. Let's do predictions for the 2 games on Sunday.
Okay.
Ari, you want?
Yeah, I mean, I would love Philadelphia to win so I can be there when they're whatever. And I don't really mind Philadelphia; they're such losers. But so is Minnesota. And I really always had a soft spot in my heart for Minnesota, for giving us fucking all the players for Herschel Walker.
Yeah.
So I'm saying Minnesota takes that. And I think Jacksonville might give New England a run, but they ain't going to be able to pull it out.
I would love the Jaguars to break Brady in half.
Dude, I'm going with the
I would like
Jags.
to see him get exploded at the 50-yard line.
Dude, here's my
I hope he leaves that game in a fucking medical helicopter.
Here's my thing. What have we seen in Super Bowls and playoffs when a top defense goes up against a top offense? Who tends to win?
I mean, it's back and forth, but a lot of times we've seen more great defenses with a shitty quarterback win a Super Bowl than we have high octane offenses with a shitty defense.
Yeah, we see defenses shutting down offenses. I think this is because what.
But it's like you can say the Jaguars' defense is so great, and it is, and also
it's the second best in history.
I know, but they also just got 5 touchdowns scored on them.
Hey, dude, Ben does that once in a while.
Yep.
Listen, so what this game is to me, it's Jags' strength versus Patriots' strength.
Mm-hmm.
Jags' weakness versus Patriots' weakness.
Mm-hmm.
So I think when you look at the strength, I think defense beats offense most of the time when it's a really strong offense.
The old NFL Punnett Square, they call this.
What?
New England has a good defense.
No, they don't.
Yeah, they're all right.
No, they don't.
Yeah, they do.
What's the rate?
They're not top 10. They're not
Fuck.
top 10 defense, but
Dude, I just saw some. They're 29th.
No,
They're awful.
no, they're not that
They're
bad.
29.
They're okay.
New England ain't 29 defense.
Look it up, Ari.
No.
Look it
They're
up.
not top 10. They're definitely not top 10 defense, but they're not bottom feeding defense. Minnesota's got a good defense. I think I think Minnesota goes into Philly, and I'm going to say like a 23-13. Minnesota wins 23-13. I'll throw that out there.
Philadelphia right now. No good team loses to Philadelphia. Only shitty teams can lose there.
23-13.
His health tonic, real quick. Drink the health tonic.
Say, fella, this cures what ails you. I took the number 3 trolley downtown and purchased me some of this.
Even Negroes like it.
I know. Say, fella.
But they're not allowed to have any.
If Negroes are allowed to drink this, they'd love it. Get off of my liquor, dame. You fucking wench. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Jags over New England.
Ooh, that's a sexy pick. Give me a score.
Give me a score.
I'm gonna say New England 17-10.
All right.
God, I don't want it. I do want Jacksonville. I'm rooting for you, Jag Swag. But if I had to pick 17-10 Patriots, 23-13 Vikings.
I'm gonna go Vikings over Philadelphia. I do feel though that bisexual on that team, and you know who I'm talking about. That bye gave them time to get used to Nick Foles. That's why I think you guys lost. Is if you got him a week earlier, yeah, I think you guys would have beaten them.
I think we lost because we have a terrible offensive coordinator
Oh,
who's coming
shit.
back, I heard.
New England's defense is 29th in terms of yardage allowed.
Yeah.
What is it on scoring? Or overall?
But you gotta look. They're taking on Jets.
Yeah, but that's giving up yards to shitty teams. That's probably also. But I I implore all of our fans, all 30 of you listening to this.
Points allowed, they're fifth.
Okay,
Fifth
so
best.
yeah, all right, yeah, right.
So
right.
what happens is they move the ball and then they just fucking.
The red zone turnovers, all kinds of stuff. There's a lot of things that could factor into that. Or giving up field goals. A lot of it doesn't get turned into touchdowns. It gets turned into 3s instead of 7s. I implore all of our fans, please, everybody tweet at Justin Timberlake. You are committing a travesty if you don't do a Prince medley at halftime of the Super Bowl while you're in Minneapolis in a stadium that he built.
You fuck it up.
You must. And I just recently heard that you went to Paisley Park.
Yeah.
How did I not know this?
Yeah, I went in December. Awesome.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, it's the best. It's great.
4-hour tour, I hear. And I hear it's like $100.
Hour and a half.
4 hours.
Hour and a half, and it's $38.50 for general.
Okay.
It's $100 for VIP, and then you get a half hour more.
Okay, that's what. And do you get, I hear you get to like touch guitars and whatnot.
No.
Mm.
I wish.
For $100, you don't get to touch those guitars. Fuck that, dog.
No, they're just out of reach.
Wow, that's
Look
cool
at
though.
all the children Ari's killed.
so
Look
many
at
That
all
is.
these.
That's
so
like
many
yeah, you know,
kids.
like serial killers.
So many kids.
Oh, has anybody seen End of the Fucking World?
I've seen your mom's
Yes.
asshole.
Isn't it great?
It's
I liked it a
alright.
lot.
I don't
Fish
know.
hook it.
It's okay.
Give it up, fish hook it. I really liked it.
If you like so much, why don't you marry it?
Yeah.
It was just weird how the guy died at the end. Spoiler alert.
All right, let's look into this, dude.
All right, well, you look
In
at
the last minute of the last episode, the main character dies, and you're just
Okay,
like,
let's do the
"Whoa."
main. Let's.
I guess there's not going to be a second season of this because actually, I'm not joking. The main guy dies in it. Spoiler alert. I think you say that at the end of that.
I think you
right?
say it at the end.
That's how that goes.
Main character dies. Spoiler alert.
I
Hold on.
can't
So I'm
stand-
excited for this fight. Did anybody watch the Sunday nights?
I did.
Dude,
I did.
I didn't have the
Stevens and
Choi.
Yeah.
I last minute got so nervous
Horny?
that
Got
I
horny?
got so horny that my adorable South Korean was gonna get fucking knocked out that I didn't have the heart to watch it. And then I read the next day and I was like, "Yep." Like I couldn't watch it.
I mean,
again. I
dude.
can't
Well,
watch
they
that
threw
guy get
in
hurt.
deep, dude. That's deep water.
Yeah,
For-
but
to
after-
come back and have to fight a guy with like may have the most knockouts
Yeah, he's close.
or tied it.
I mean, he's also picked it up though. Like he used to be like a gatekeeper that would lose decisions.
He was, and I
right?
think he worked on a lot of his game. He started getting into leg kicks, which
Yeah.
wasn't his thing. He was
Yeah.
just a dynamic striker.
But I also think the UFC and the fans, it kind of what happened with, sort of what happened with Korean Zombie, where Choi started to get this cult following after the Swanson fight, right? So
after that,
Swanson
because that fight
was
put him on the map,
Dude, that fight
and
was
he also has a
fucking
great
insane.
nickname.
Yes.
So
Oh, yeah.
everybody's like, hey, go
He's
watch
really
this fight.
marketable.
And he's, you know,
yep.
and you're like, oh shit, I'm gonna watch this guy. And he kind of had that thing where he was like, kept walking through striking,
Oh,
and you
yeah.
couldn't kill him, you couldn't knock him down.
No.
But you're like, dude, this guy's not gonna fight for long if you start getting a chin like that.
No, and then apparently Choi was like, I want to fight for the title before I have to do my mandatory military service.
Yeah,
And
which is a sure sign you'll never get a title fight.
No. And
They will. Okay, you want a title? Oh, you gotta go away for 2 years. Bye bye.
Oh yeah, go fight North Korea for a few years while we take our title with you.
I
That'd
got.
be
I
great.
got.
yeah,
be
at least
honest
the
with
UFC
you.
doesn't usually like have belt turnovers that they have to worry about.
I hate this interim.
It's
interim
gotten
belt.
fucking
like,
nuts.
The fact that Whitaker got hurt and now they're doing an interim fight.
It dilutes the importance of the belt.
It's just stupid. A guy gets hurt. That's the literally, dude. The 185 belt has gone within like months.
Yeah.
Gone from Bisping to GSP to Whitaker, and now it's an interim belt for fucking which
like
is a good fight,
Romero?
though, dude.
Yeah,
Romero
I just-
versus Rockhold.
I don't give a shit about
I don't like
belts
Rockhold.
anymore.
I don't like Rockhold.
Why you don't like Giant Brian Callen?
Rockhold sucks.
I just don't like his
His
attitude. I don't. I really don't. And I do like Romero, just in a comedy sense, right? Like, he looks like the kind of guy you do not want to walk in and see plowing your girlfriend.
Who's more, him or Francis?
Well, I mean,
What if there's
we're talking
no,
different
but
weight
what if
classes.
they're DP in your girl? What do you do then? You're like, oh, you'll never shit again.
Good question.
What do I do if I walk in? If I walk in and
You jerk off quick and then get angry?
No, I probably jerked off before I walked in. Just the thought of that. If I walk in and see that, you you grab a few things and leave.
Yeah. Yeah.
You grab the important stuff.
You don't want to disturb them.
Same thing you would do if you're like, hey, there's a nuclear bomb coming. Just grab a few things and then head up to the mountains.
Francis,
head to the mountains.
I think if you walked in on Francis fucking your wife, he would apologize. He seems really respectful. And I think Yoel would just be like, fuck your God and keep doing it.
Yeah,
Would you just yell? Would you just yell?
Hey, Jesus.
Not all day, dude, and shut the
Come
door.
on.
Not all day.
I just mumble,
No.
I hope Stipe wins. And then I'd
I would do this. I'd walk in the room and I'd be like, I told you were going to do this. And then I grab a few things and I head to the mountains.
Yeah, head to the mountains. As long as it ends in the mountains. It ends with you're a mountain person.
Yeah. That's always my last ditch effort.
Just
Grab a few
DPs.
Grab
like
a few
that.
important papers and then head to the
For
mountains.
the rest of your life, your wife does a shit right. For the rest of her life.
There's
You're
no
like,
life.
oh, now my girlfriend has to wear fucking Depends because she's got a blown out asshole.
Or
from
after getting DP'd by those two,
two
she's
black
shitting
immigrants.
exactly right.
Yeah.
Two black immigrants.
That's so funny. She's shitting exactly
Exact-
right.
she's shitting
All right, why are you
exactly how
wearing
she should.
pants?
I gotta get ready to go as soon as this is over.
Okay.
You know
well,
what's so interesting is like,
Ari, okay, sorry, real quick, and then let's go through your UFC picks, and then you
Yeah.
go so we can do some calls.
Where's the fucking special guest?
oh, he apparently isn't coming.
Oh, I
but
can't-
guess who was supposed to show up at noon? Mac Lindsay.
Wow.
And I was like, oh, dude. I'm like, you should come to our show next week. And he's like, I'm leaving out of town Wednesday. I'm going back. But he's talking about moving back. He killed last night, dude. It was so funny. I haven't seen him do stand-up in so long.
Dude, is he the old Comedy is Dead guy?
Yeah.
I used to fucking follow him on MySpace.
Dude,
because
he's
he was
such
like
a
boys
nice
with
dude.
Stanhope, I think.
Yeah, he's had the but now, And
Holy shit, I haven't heard
he
that.
was in
yeah.
town for a week. I hung out with him two different times. We went and had dinner. And I saw him last night. And I'm like, dude, it'd be so funny. Just like come the last like 45 minutes and like just sit down and Ari will shit. You know what I mean? I won't even tell him that it's you.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was going to be your
You
surprise. But he's
invited
not
him
here.
to a comic club once.
That would have been, what's that?
I saw him in New York. He was like getting tired. He broke
Yeah,
with
you
his
said
girlfriend. Yeah. You wanted to like have some camaraderie.
Like him and Gotsick and James Painter are like the three guys that they left the Comedy Store right before podcasting started, and they all three would have benefited so much from podcasting. Like those are the three people that a lot of us are like, I miss those guys. Like those guys were always funny and cool to be around, and they're like, they just
Dude,
bounce.
why
They
don't
just
we go
bounce.
Finding Painter? Let's make that movie.
Finding Painter? Yeah, dog.
Yeah, dog. I had this great jokes, but I wanted to be John Caparulo, so I went crazy.
That's true. You know what's interesting?
No.
Is this North Korea has a meeting with South Korea, only not about nuclear war or anything like that. They are like, we would like to negotiate with you for the first time ever. The Olympics are in South Korea, and we would like to have 20 athletes perform in the Olympics. Will you please allow that to happen?
That's what's getting them in the room together?
Yes.
Dude,
Yeah.
this is why everything is just fucking money. Like Democrat, Republican, war, everything is just fucking, it's just about money.
Now, here's where it's funny. South Korea goes, sure, no problem. You are allowed to have, I think it's either 10 or 20 athletes perform in the Winter Olympics. You also get 100 tickets only that, whoever you want to give those to can come.
Yeah.
100 tickets only.
Half off domestics.
And would you mind, can we start talking about this nuclear weapon stuff? And, we would like to start descaling that down. And North Korea goes, I'm very offended that you asked that. And then they leave the meeting.
No, they didn't say it. They go, oh, I offended you asked that. And
A gong, and then they hit a gong.
Hit a gong, yeah.
Then they hit a gong, and then they took a bunch of pictures and drove in a very fucking terrible way out of the place.
And then some guy in a rickshaw comes, rickshaw limousine, and runs out.
Throws that fat fuck in there.
Does fucking
And just goes,
Flintstone
me
building.
so sorry.
Yeah.
And then the war's over.
Me so sorry, Shaffir.
A final thought, sorry, as we leave you. I'll see you in Colorado. So excited about doing
I'm
this
excited
show.
about doing your show, too.
Do you know what story you're going to tell yet, Sam?
Yeah, it's this time about me fisting Ari. How he's gonna,
Sam and I are going to tell a tandem story where we just each do one word. It's really hilarious. We've rehearsed it.
we're the new Scholars, dude. We're
Yeah.
the new Scholars.
The news scholars.
Let's practice.
Yeah, let's.
Today,
I
went
to
the
potty
and
puked
You guys are
out of my dick.
there we go. Dude,
Yeah, well, we've been
just
rehearsing
imagine
it.
an hour of
Sweep
that.
the
You're
nation.
an idiot.
Today I
Hey.
went, and you were like, I don't know where we're going.
guess who's still on Twitter? We are, fuckface.
Let me know if you need me to tweet your shit, dude.
Yeah, if you want us to tweet about the show that you're not putting us on. I get that he didn't put us
By
on.
the way, my new Twitter is Ari's new Twitter handle. That's it. I'm going to change it to Ari's new Twitter handle. That's it.
Oh, he's really doing it, too. He's really
Ari's
changing
new
it.
Twitter handle. Ari Shaffir's new Twitter. Ari.
You should change yours to Ari2, and I'll change mine to Ari3.
Ari Shaffir's.
It'd be like a Dr. Seuss character.
Shaffir's new Twitter. It's up, so give me those follows.
You guys follow Ari's new Twitter on Twitter, at Twitter.
This Twitter's gonna sweep the fucking nation.
I hope those North Koreans win every goddamn gold medal and just puts the world on its head. What if they're just so juiced up on crazy fucking nuclear steroids?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just glowing as they finish.
I hope it's like there's no combat sports. It's just Winter Olympics. Who gives a shit about that?
Yeah.
Who does get?
like
Dude, I'm much
bobsleds.
more of a.
Other than hockey, what's great about Winter Olympics?
The
Ice.
film Cool Runnings.
Eskimo lesbians.
I guess like ice skating. Ari's
Yeah,
new
all
Twitter.
right, yep, it is up.
Ari's new Twitter. It's my new handle, dude. So follow me, guys. If you want to get all Ari's dates, follow me on Twitter. I'll be tweeting all of his dates. That I'll
Ari,
be
if you
jumping-
want me to tweet anything, just text it to me, and I'll be like, "Hey, Twitter, Ari wants me to tell you this."
Guys, if you want to call in now. We got Jamie Kilstein. You know what I'm proud about Jamie?
What's up,
He
man?
hasn't mentioned the word progressive once on the show today.
That's good,
so
right?
I was gonna make that rule, but I'm gonna see if the kid can do it. It is. Hey, you want to put this up? Hey, Sleepy Pants, in the corner.
What? Yeah.
3, 2,
Are we
3,
hanging up on Ari or what?
9, 2,
Yeah, we're about
2. No, excuse me. 323 992 9118. Bye, Ari. Take care.
See you, Ari.
Bye, guys.
Have fun in
Bye.
Denver,
Have
buddy.
fun in Colorado, bud.
Bye, buddy.
Have fun
I will,
skiing.
thank you.
Have fun
Bye.
skiing. See you, buddy. Love you.
Let's give him. I'm gonna give him 1 star.
Ooh, I think that's a bit much. But...
He has been through enough.
Dude, I had the
sir.
scariest Uber yesterday.
Tell me about it.
This old lady picks me up. Old. I'm talking about old. And I think she was Russian.
Oh,
Sounded like she was speaking Russian, but
Yeah.
old. I'm talking, she had to be like 60 something.
Yeah.
70s.
So should go on.
And immediately like tries to make a left and almost gets in a hit. I'm like, hey, look out. You know, you had to do one of those in the backseat. What is it? And she's like,
That was her
"Let's-
opener?
Yeah. And then does it again, and his car has to stop. And I'm like, oh, shit. And she's one of those that's like a really late breaker. So, like, there's traffic is stopped up ahead, and we're still going. And I'm like, you know, and then she'll slam on the brakes and, like, almost the whole way here. It was so scary.
Well, I'm glad you're alive.
Gave her 4.5 stars.
4.5, yeah.
on
Yeah, because there's a
the
tragic
new
backstory behind
Yeah,
her.
yeah, yeah.
Like, you
Ari
can't-
Shaffir's new
Yo,
Twitter
yo.
handler. You're on with Punch Drunk. What's up?
What's happening, Ronin and Bonin, baby?
Ronin and Bonin. What's up, my friend? How are you? What do you want to talk about?
There's 2 things.
Okay.
Thanks to Aaron for not cutting away at the 49-minute mark so I could see that Jew shaft.
Nice.
Yeah,
And,
got a nice shot of that
much
Jew
hot
dick.
Jew dick. So much hot
And
Jew
what
dick.
about Williams possibly throwing that tackle? I mean, do you think you got paid for that?
Oh, he's saying that
I heard somebody saying that last night. I don't think so, but
no
I don't.
way. There's a video of him making a tackle like that before.
This is the wrong Sam
Okay.
podcast for that.
Yeah,
I
this-
was
type
just
of
trying to
talk.
get on that conspiracy tip, you know.
I respect. Hey, dude,
Yeah.
thanks
How's
for
the
calling
Clinton
in.
Foundation involved in this?
I
Oh.
do think I would not be at all surprised. The refs. I was talking about this last night.
Yeah,
Eh,
talk to me about it.
Here's what the NFL has done since the 90s. Strived for parity. They would love nothing more than every team being 8-8 or 10-6 and having everything even and then having. But when you do that, what do you have? Closer scores. The scores get closer, and now when the scores are closer, you're putting the game in the hands of the refs.
Oh, that's a good
Yeah, because those
point.
pass interference calls in the early times were
I
just
hate
like
that. I think
bullshit.
pass interference should be like college, 15 yards, not 1,000 yards.
Spot of the foul. Yeah, that's what you're saying.
Right.
Yeah, fuck that shit.
I-
That's saying he was gonna catch it, and that's not guaranteed.
I like what you're saying there, and I can get behind that too, because that is a game-changing penalty.
What do you think about it, Jamie?
I agree.
They could hit.
I think, yeah, they can hit.
They can
Hard
hit.
hits. Hard hits.
Well, thanks, guys. Enjoy those hot dogs in your ass there.
Oh, you
there it
almost
is.
were caller of the year, and then you fucking had to go talk about mean shit like my meat in my butt.
I was thinking about, I may still do it
Here we
just
go
to
with
join
this.
with you guys.
Like solidarity?
yeah, just because like,
It's fear of missing out.
but I've been
So
practicing so much
yeah.
that it's like, I don't want to
inviting
waste.
Jamar neighbors over the fucking.
Nah,
mix it
it's
up?
mostly been bacon wrap bratwurst that I've been practicing with.
You really want that bacon in that butt.
Oh, here.
Oh, we got another call. Hi, you're on Punch Drunk Sports. What's up?
Yo, I'm just calling in to say that I think you guys are calling out the Eagles mad early. I think they got way more of a shot against the Vikings than you guys think.
Tell us why.
Because they have one of the best defenses against the run. You definitely never watched a home Eagles game because playing at the Link in the cold
Yeah, it's
when
tough.
Minnesota plays in 65-degree weather in a bowl is a completely different story.
Totally agree. I think weather could be a huge factor, and I agree with you on that.
You're acting like it's personal. You're acting like it's
It is
personal.
personal. It is personal because of being an Eagles fan since I was fucking born, we've never won a Super Bowl before. We haven't made it this far in the playoffs since 2004. And back then, I had no faith in Donovan McNabb as a fan. So
That was a T.O.
we
Donovan
missed a really
McNabb
good
era,
deal.
right?
This
That was
is
Terrell
a
Owens?
hot take on the Bet DSI hotline. Bet DSI for all of your betting needs. Hey, you want to make a bet on whether this guy's going to cry at night when the fucking Eagles lose? Or you want to fucking make a bet that this guy's going to be the most exciting dude in the world jerking off while he fucking high fives grandma because they're finally going to the Super Bowl? Hey, you can do whatever you want. Just go to Bet DSI, use the promo code PUNCH25 and get $25 betting cash. And then on top of that, dog, whatever you deposit, they double.
So it's a free $25. Hey, throw it on a parlay, make some fat stacks.
You know I'm gonna do that parlay, dog. You
And if
know I'm gonna do that.
Can I ask
parlay.
you? Can I ask you a betting question? If I'm new to bet, I would have that last UFC. I had Rose from the day one. I had all of those under. I would have made. What would I have made if I bet like $500 on like Rose
And
over
picked-
Joanna?
Well, I don't know
You
what
probably
the,
make $503.
Oh, that's
yeah,
it.
I don't
No,
know.
I
What
don't
the-
know.
I don't know what those odds were on that
Yeah.
fight. But
Hey,
if you
but
did
hey,
a parlay, if you
real
you
quick.
guess like 4 fights in a row,
Yeah.
and throw 500 that and
Yeah.
win all 4 fights, it's pretty.
Tebow.
That's a payout.
All right,
Why
I
don't
gotta
we
get
do
on
a
this.
punch drunk listening party to the UFC this Saturday?
I'm in St. Louis.
Well, who wants to go? You want to
Go
go
Cards.
watch it at
yeah, I'll do it.
Sycamore Tavern?
100%.
We'll get Fight Nanny. We'll get Aaron to fucking finally stop slamming Hammond his wife every night.
Dude,
Take
she
moment
needs
to
a
fucking your
timeout.
wife and come hang out with people.
She's not gonna be able
If
to shit properly.
if anybody's tapping out, it's definitely Aaron's wife. She could use a breather, and I'm not talking about from her mouth.
Let her up, dude. She's tired.
That thing needs some air,
Let her
bro.
go. Let her go.
That needs a nice spring cleaning. You know when you haven't opened the garage door
Yeah.
like all winter, and then you open it out, and it's just like a fucking like a dusty
Real
must
quick,
comes
dude.
out.
Who scores first in the game? Who scores first in the game? Who scores first?
Justin Timberlake.
Are you asking me?
Yeah.
Who scores first?
Who scores first?
Yeah, that's the guy just took forever.
Yeah.
Guy just took forever.
That's a good call, though. Hey,
That was a great call.
I do wish all 4 teams luck. I know what it's like. I was there last year, and it was a heartbreaking loss for the Falcons in the Super Bowl. I know what it's like to be there, so all 4 teams, I wish you luck. I do hope that it's Jacksonville against Minnesota. But good luck to all fans. I'm not hating on any teams. Other than the Patriots. I take that back. I take it back. I don't want any of that shit out of the Patriots. I hope that you guys, your bus catches on fire on the way to the stadium.
I just got.
And I
hit up-
mean that.
I just got hit up by our good friend, a friend of show, Ari Shaffir. He wanted me to
I
ask
saw that too.
If
Listen to
anybody-
what this goddamn guy wants to do.
as he shits on us. Ari Shaffir wants to know.
Ask if anybody has a hookup for 5 tickets to the Avalanche game on Saturday in Denver against the Rangers.
Sunday, I thought.
5 tickets.
I thought it said Sunday. Oh, Saturday. You're
Saturday.
right.
Are those
Dude,
5 including you guys? Because you're going to be there telling your
Of
story.
course
yeah,
not.
Yeah. Ready? Hey, let's ask him in our new cool thing.
Okay, in our new cool thing.
Does
Anybody
have
free
tickets
to
The
Avalanche
game
on
Saturday
in
Denver
against.
the Rangers. I doubled up.
Please.
Please.
That was
God,
great. That was great.
Dude, why would you want
I like
that
that he
in your
pays
show?
$20,000.
Yeah.
He pays $20,000 for 3 football tickets. Now he goes to Denver and he's panhandling like a little grub worm.
Let's see.
Hey.
Hi, you're on the BetDSI hotline. BetDSI. What do you want to say to Aaron about leaving his wife alone, real quick?
Oh, dude, you got to get off her. She can't handle the weight much longer.
Wow.
Hey, too real.
I mean, you only have to air. Like,
Damn, you
Dude,
don't-
hey,
you said that in a nice way.
Hey,
was
90s,
hurtful.
hey, 916. Don't say mean things to Aaron. We're joking around, okay? Everybody here has bitch tits. Calm the fuck down,
Oh,
okay?
that's not mean. You're being honest. There's a difference in those two, you know.
It's like, hey, you should stop making love to your
Everybody
beautiful
needs
wife
that.
so much. And he's like, hey, Porky, get off
Say
what's her
something nice
face.
to Aaron. You heard his Well, what do you want? You're on with Jamie Kilstein.
Go Cardinals, I guess.
Go
Oh, there you go.
Cardinals.
There you go.
we
That's a good way to make it up to him.
You are forgiven.
Okay, yeah.
Where's the 916? Where are you calling from?
Sacramento.
Okay,
Oh,
cool.
Sacktown, the
Sacky,
most
Sacky, Sackies.
one of the most underrated cities in the country. I don't know why nobody wants to play basketball there. The women are like half the porn stars you see in porn are from Sacramento.
My ex is from Sacramento. Yeah.
Dude,
Yeah.
they're hot.
I know.
They're fun. The kids love them.
No, Sacramento's coming up. I like this place. I mean, the Kings Arena's cool. You know, Fox is nice. He seems to like the area. So
The problem with the
that helps
Kings is that they can't get any quality, like really. I mean, I know they got George Hill and they got Zach Randolph, but Zach Rand, I don't know what kind of locker room presence he is. First of all, please stop drafting Kentucky Wildcats. Stop drafting them. They have all the talent in the world. They have no actual basketball skills. Okay, stop drafting
No, our
Kentucky
owner
Wildcats.
thinks we could play 4-on-5. Our owner thinks we can play 4-on-5. So good luck with that.
So what are you calling in to talk about, Doug?
Oh, just wondering, basic question here. My friend and I want to start a podcast. What's one of the easiest things to kind of do, like other than, you know, just be consistent and what else?
Well, okay. First of all, what I would tell you is this. Jason, you can jump in. You should check out Jason's new podcast
92.7 The Pod.
and Tinfoil Hat. We are, I would say, pick a topic. And Jamie, yours is coming out right now, too.
Yeah, my the first episode just came out.
Called
Second
what?
one with you. It's called Fuck Up Pod with Jamie Kilstein.
Fucked Up Pod. Fuck
Up.
Up
Pod.
Okay. So here's the biggest thing. Pick a topic that you want to talk about in 10 episodes, 20 episodes, 50 episodes, 300 episodes, okay? Second of all, I find having a topic that is a nice hook, like conspiracies, your local radio station, a fun parody of a radio station, being fucked up. Whatever is that whatever people can relate to, that is the hook. So it could be like, hey, dude, you love hot gay porn. That is the start of it. And then from there, you could talk about anything, but that is the hook that gets people going, oh, I like tinfoil hat. Oh, I like conspiracies. Let me listen to this. And then we just kind of talk about whatever we want. On the main podcast, we try to stay on topic because we get murdered if we don't. But the point is, get something that you are passionate about, that you think there's a nice little fucking like subculture, you know?
And also like my last podcast, we did it, you know, for 10 years and it was actually like really successful. And so I can actually speak on this a little bit. We used to get emails all the time that were like, hey, like, how do we do a podcast? We're pretty much like a guy and girl, and we're funny and political just like you, but we're in Iowa. And the key is like all of us listen to so many podcasts right now. Don't try to be a shittier version of a podcast you like. Literally talk about the shit that you think no one will relate to. Like, do it like you will never make money from it.
Yep.
Like, you will never get advertising. Don't think about any of that shit. Just do it because you love to do it. Because we did it before podcasts were big.
Yeah.
So I just couldn't get fucking stage
Yeah,
time, and we just wanted to
I
bullshit.
like to talk about shit. Yeah, I don't like to. I mean, I just like to talk. I think it's fun, and
Well-
you know, I don't really care about making money off of it. That's the last
Yeah,
thing.
just-
Like, you know, yeah, that'd be cool, but
There's
it's
money
more
to
about
be
just,
made,
you know,
dude.
sitting down.
There's money to be made.
Yeah,
like
I
Mike
I like
Ricca
to
that
sit
came
down
on.
with my-
Yeah.
That guy was out of comedy. Then
Dude,
he
I'm
just
gonna check out his
decided
fucking
to do his
podcast.
friend, do something with his friend, and they just started screaming and they just started screaming at each other, and now they got this great podcast. And dude, it's killing it. It's killing it. So you could do it, dude. The notion that you have to be in LA or New York to do a successful podcast is laughable. The internet is everywhere. You just have to be passionate and consistent, and focus, dude. Don't just go up there, fuck off. Don't show up drunk or high, because you're just gonna ruin your product. The problem with podcasting is it's so saturated. But the ones that are really good rise.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah,
Thanks,
man.
guys.
If you
All right,
build
have a
if you
good
build
day.
it, they will come. It's that kind of thing.
What's your
Just do
favorite
it.
podcast, dude? What's your favorite podcast?
Oh, right now.
I think he was about to say you guys.
I think he was gonna say you guys.
Hey, I would have been
Let's
egotistical.
pretend that he wasn't.
I would have been egotistical to sit there and just let him fucking say us and not give him what I do with everybody, which is Zeppin. Yeah, I think the podcast is great. I love doing podcasts. I treat podcast, like a lot of people are always like, oh man, I want to get into acting. I really don't have the acting bug. I don't really care to do it. It's not something
Dude.
I enjoy. I love talking. That's why I do this podcast for 2 hours. The other podcast, now we've got 2 this week, 2 this week, 2 this week, 2 last week, and then
How many do you do? Because you do this, you do the Patreon for this, you do yours, you do the Patreon for yours.
Yeah.
You do guests on others, but that's it.
Yeah, I love it.
I thought you had more than that.
No, I used to have a rant one, but I don't do that.
Okay.
Oh, but I have my YouTube thing where I just
That's
rant
like
on
5 to 6 podcasts a week.
You know what I said to myself, Thibault? All I've said is I just want to be a talking head on panel shows. That's what I want to do. Why don't I just do my own shit and do it?
Exactly.
And get a little following going. And I was just listening to Ricka. So fucking fun. Just people love chaos. The crazier you talk about shit, the more they fucking like it.
And just the fucking sense of freedom it gives you. I started that first one and made a living with the podcast before comedy. I was homeless when I started Citizen Radio, and I just assumed, I just forgot, you don't need shit. You literally just need to figure out how to use Lisbon or whatever to post.
We're SoundCloud, homeboy.
Or SoundCloud, yeah. I just started posting it.
SoundCloud,
I started
dog.
posting
This
on
is SoundCloud.
This is SoundCloud territory. And break into the Lisbon locker room. But I forgot about that freedom. I was having some shows pull me because of all the bullshit I was going through, and I was like, how am I going to get back into stand-up? And then suddenly this wave of euphoria was I can just make a podcast and nobody can fucking fire me. We used to have...
The key is no boss, dude.
No boss.
That is my goal is I don't want to be I hope this guy likes it so I don't get in trouble.
I'm the opposite. I want multiple bosses. I want people bossing me around that have a guy that's busting his balls, so now he's really coming down on me, and he's like, you're fucking up, and Carl's gonna really be mad at me. I want that kind of fucking stress every fucking waking moment.
I respect that so much, dude.
I want the guilt of a guy that can't pay his mortgage because I fucked up in my menial existence.
I respect that so fucking much, dude.
I get what you guys are saying.
About that. Guys, call in. We're taking your calls.
We just had a call.
We're going to do for maybe 4 more minutes. So we never got into who we're picking in these UFC fights.
Oh, right.
Oh, yeah, we started taking calls. You know what? Let's not forget, the heavyweight fight's great. Cormier's also on that card.
Cormier.
But here's the thing about the guy Cormier's fighting.
I know. I don't want to... Dude, Cormier, I can't take watching him lose.
First of all, his first name is Volkan.
Yep.
Which, if that doesn't sound like this guy could fight in outer space, I don't know what does.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
He's the guy who destroys Krypton.
If this guy doesn't have a phaser in his fucking tights.
Phaser? What's that? A laser and a...
Yeah.
Dude, apparently, there was talk that he was up on these, assault charges, and you're like, oh, no, is this guy, a dick? But he was just, defending his chick in, some bar and, fucked up some guy.
This dude has dynamite in his hand.
I'm sick of Cormier. Can
not-
I say that?
Are you?
I kind of
I like Cormier.
On the color commentary or the
in the octagon only.
In the octagon.
In the octagon, I'm sick of him. But I do feel bad for him with the whole fucking
Dude, that's
everything he's been through.
You keep getting
To
the
be
belt
clean.
because John Jones can't stop doing cocaine and
How
steroids.
funny is that?
And there's
Dude, look at
here
this.
you go, Cormier. Here's the fucking belt again.
We have
Jones hit a
Thomas.
pregnant lady.
Hey, we have
Yeah,
Thomas
right.
Alameda.
Coming back to get your
versus
drugs and cash
Rob.
in a rental car. What a dumb fuck.
Oh,
We have Thomas Alameda versus Rob Font. I don't know who Rob Font is. I'm not saying he's. Thomas Alameda is an interesting guy.
Almeida become a fan of.
He's a killer,
Same.
but now he's in deep waters in the UFC.
Yeah.
And it's like Pettis. Like I think Pettis and John Hendricks fucking are a definite result of these harder drug testing that they've been doing because they fell off as soon as USADA came in.
They fell off really hard.
Hendricks
I mean,
seems
Who
like
do you
he's
got
just as
now?
phoning it
Who
in.
gives a fuck? Let's just do the top two because we gotta get out of here in a few.
Yeah, the undercard. I actually don't know a lot of the guys on this.
I don't
side.
either. I was looking at it when we were.
This card is definitely riding on
calls.
these two. This guy looks like doesn't he look like Frank? What's the kid? Who's the? It looks like who's the heavyweight?
Mir?
Yeah, and versus the guy Frankie Edgar. It doesn't look like those two.
He kind of looks like
Oh, yeah.
Gronkowski a little bit. In
He
the
looks
face.
like the two of them fucked. You know? Am I wrong? Okay, so let's go to the top two. Why is Daniel Cormier gray there? Is he gray there? No, maybe he's just black. Who do you got in this fight?
I'll take DC actually.
Yeah, I got Cormier.
And if he has a dominant performance, it might sway me. I find his fights boring.
his wrestling.
Really? What fight was boring? That one versus Gustafson was great. The two versus Jones were great. That was a great fight.
I wouldn't call him great. I found him boring.
The second one with Jones, but maybe there was so much hype behind it. I stole that.
Turn
double
your
hook he
fucking
uses. I
TV
fucking
off.
love it.
Turn your radio off, dude. We're hearing ourselves. Turn it down.
I'm gonna plug my podcast twice so I can hear it.
Dude, Jesus Christ.
Fuck a pod.
I heard you, dude. I'm sorry, man. I know I'm gonna yell. Hey, dude, I didn't know you talked to me.
But
dude,
who do you take? DC in this? What are you?
I'm gonna go.
The Jaguars? You going Jaguars?
Upset.
I feel like there's
Sam's
definitely
taking the Jaguars.
There's
in this
definitely
fight.
gonna be one upset, and I
Here's
can't.
the thing. This dude, he's fought harder talent for sure, but their records aren't that different,
I know.
dude. And dude, he puts hands on people and they go out.
Cormier is so driven after this Jones stuff, though. I think he's gonna come at him hard.
I find him to be long in the tooth. I think he's getting long in the tooth.
Guys, if you're calling in, turn down your volume on your computer because we don't want to hear ourselves. So let's go to this one.
You will never hear a comedian say that.
Stipe Miocic versus, this is an immigrant fight.
Yeah.
Francis Ngannou.
Dude, did you hear that fucking homie didn't even know what mixed martial arts was like a couple years ago?
He was homeless.
And was just like, I'm gonna try.
He didn't know what a
this.
sandwich was.
No, he just fucking
604,
is a
you're on
murderer.
with the Jamie Kilstein.
Yo, what's up, boys?
So we're talking Stipe versus Miocic.
Oh, I think you got to go for Nagano, and I think DC will rise to the occasion.
Now, I'm
Lots of
taking.
adversity.
Yeah, I agree
You're
with you on both
obviously
things.
racist against white people. Why do you hate white people?
I've always hated white people. Oh, you mean him?
Hello?
But since we're talking MMA, can I drop some news on you? Some breaking news out of Russia.
Oh,
breaking
of
news
course.
out of Russia.
Missiles are on the way.
Yeah, we're all gonna die.
That's good. Breaking news music.
It's gonna be in New York on April the
boy.
7th. Tony Ferguson versus Habib Nurmagomedov.
That's a good fight.
Undisputed,
Holy shit!
undisputed 155 belt.
Yeah.
Did they just announce that? Did they
Who
just
is-
announce that?
How do you know
It's
this?
still rumors out of Russia.
Russian
He
news?
said he wants
It's
to
gonna
fight
be
in
announced
Russia.
at the weekend, apparently.
Dude, that's him fighting in Russia, dude.
Hold, but
Khabib.
Where's he fighting? I thought
Wait,
he
No,
said
no,
New
no, no,
York.
no, no, no.
There's rumors out
No,
of
they're
Russia.
fighting. No. Tony and Khabib in New York in April.
Oh God, I would love that in Russia.
And then the winner fights Conor in September in Russia.
Did Connor sign? Is this actually like?
No, he's
They're
wanted
stripping,
that fight.
they're stripping Conor.
He wants to fight Khabib in Russia because he's. Dude, you can say whatever you want about that.
I think I just got hard
I
hearing
got
that.
yeah.
Dude, show
I-
me, show me,
total
show me,
show.
show me. Oh shit, it is hard.
It's hard. It's hard.
Show
it's hard.
Aaron, dude, what a nice meaty dick looks.
Jesus Christ, a nice meaty dick. What are you talking about?
Hey, who do you get out? Who do you got out? Conor and Khabib. Who do you think wins?
Oof.
Oof, and then it gets hung up on. That's a hang up of the day. Oof, hit bang.
Oh, he can still be
Khabib.
going right now. He could just be like, well, there's a lot to consider.
To watch Khabib walk right through Conor would make my year.
Dude,
I don't
when
think that
Khabib was literally fighting Michael Johnson while screaming at him and Dana, "I am the champion."
Yeah.
I was just like, how are you shit talking and
Dude,
murdering
that guy
this
is
guy?
so great.
He's
I
so scary.
love watching him fight. And to watch him walk right through Conor would be so great.
In
But I
Russia.
got us in Russia.
Oh.
But if Conor goes in there and pulls a Rocky 3,
Yeah.
that'd be pretty sexy too.
Dude,
as much as I don't like that.
I have to go. I have like chills everywhere.
I know,
That-
dude.
it
It's
would
like
be
your nipples hard
fucking
or
insane.
what, bro?
Yes.
That them
Dude, you
fighting
got
in Russia
some
would be so
hard
great.
nipples.
Rocky 4.
Rocky 4.
Rocky
oh.
4?
Yeah, 3 is Mr. T and.
Hold
and
on.
Hogan.
So he's done 3. Now he's doing 4. Is
wait.
that what Connor's up to? You motherfucker.
If he
Rocky
goes into
3
Russia, you want 4.
Is that 4?
Yeah, that's Drago.
Wow. That's
Wow.
Ivan Drago.
Mm-hmm.
And then 3 was Mr. T.
And
Hey,
Hulk
man.
Hogan.
Hey, sucker. Your woman look pretty nice, sucker. Where he's like, oh, now you're talking about my wife? Everything was cool till you talk about my wife. Hey, sucker. How about I put my black dick up in your missus?
Oh, you guys can do this at the storytelling show. You play Mr. T. You fucking do Rocky.
Dude, the most underrated impersonator. I know. I mean, yell out Aaron. Yell out anybody and watch him nail it.
I mean, Theo Vaughn.
Hey, man, just happy to be here, man. Just trying to get right with Christ, man. The other day, my uncle had a russet potato for an elbow. You know, I said the most random shit. Like,
No, dude.
what did he say
Yell
the
out
other day?
a random one, dude.
He said
Yell out a
he
random
Aziz, I'm sorry.
Hey, sucker! I didn't figure that bitch in the streets.
Dude, it's
Hey, nigga! I didn't figure your missus.
it's unbelievable.
Uncanny.
Thank you, man.
Oh, we
That's-
didn't get the final.
that's-
Who do you got in the
that's
heavyweight
Oh
fight?
yeah, heavyweight.
Oh,
before we wrap.
Francis. He didn't know what. Yeah, he's fighting for Francis.
I think so,
Just
too.
Straight up, just like from the streets.
Do you guys all sense that that's what the UFC kind of wants?
I think so. Yeah, I mean, Stipe is so good and he's so fucking technical, but the UFC has made it where you forget that every time he fights.
Yep. Uh-huh.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I mean, Stipe. If Stipe wins, I would be like, oh yeah, that's right. Stipe is really good. But I think, yeah, everybody right now is just like, oh, knockout. Like,
I feel that too. I feel like Dana's kind of like.
But they both, if they get the right shot in, could do some serious.
But also, yeah, don't forget, Stipe, if he wins this, is the longest defending heavyweight champ with what, 3 successful defenses?
Literally forgot. I forgot that. Like
Everybody
that's the
does.
thing. Everybody forgets it. I think this should. I mean, ideal situation,
Yeah.
even if Francis wins, is it's just a fucking 5-round like.
We've always
fight of
said
the
this on
year
this show.
war.
Here's the impression of the heavyweight division. Here's your belt. Thank you, sir. And here's your belt.
Good
and
day.
I thank you. And here is a belt for you, sir. All right, you guys. Thanks for listening to Punch Drunk Brother. Great meeting you.
Dude,
come
so
by
nice
anytime.
meeting you.
Come
This
by
was great.
anytime. We love
Dude,
love
you're
having
great.
you.
You're
Enjoy the
great.
fights this weekend. Enjoy your
got me
NFC
so
championship,
horny, dude.
NFC and AFC championships. Good luck to everybody's teams, and thanks to everybody. Suck it.
Suck a dick.
Suck one.